everybody? Welcome aboard. Happy Friday. It's good to see y'all. Hope you're doing well. 505 Northam's in the house. So is DJ Brett Adams. Good to see all you guys here. K9 Sergeant Mossing. Howdy to you as well, sir. Yeah, I'm excited, man. I got my really good beer tonight. So I was just saying before we hit the go live button. This is Night Shift Brewing's Awake. It is my absolute favorite beer from last year. There's nothing I had that I think was better than this beer, and it went on sale again just a couple weeks ago. So yeah, it's good stuff, man. It's good stuff. I saw Lucas in here too, by the way. Hi, Lucas. How you doing, man? Everybody say hi, Lucas, for me. Boomdock77, good to see you, Andy. Dude, I'm so glad that Awake is back. Yeah, no kidding, man. Below Minimums, happy Friday. It's good to see you. Not good for branding. It's all good, dude. Toasted donut. Good to see you. Is this thing on? Can anybody hear me? How do I sound? If you're going to do some streaming, okay, there's a little button in OBS that says start recording. Before you go live, not every time, but before you go live for the first time and a couple times thereafter, hit the start recording button, go play your game for a little bit, talk into your mic like an idiot, and make sure that your audio levels are good. Because if your audio levels aren't good, they're just going to turn you right off. I've been into a couple of streams, not so much in the flight sim world, but in some other stuff. Been, looking at small streamers, whatever that means. And just kind of poking through. And there's so many people whose channel I go to, and the audio levels are just screwed up. Like, you can't hear them. You can't hear the game. Like, the music is blaring over top of everything else. Get your audio levels right. Yeah, that's my top tip of the day. Bubble Matuna, good to see you, my man. How you doing? Angry Pilot, welcome aboard. Hope you guys are all doing well. Promoting that beer made me tell my sister about it because she lived in DC. So sad they weren't making it. Now she lives in England, so she can't have it. Oh, that sucks, dude. Dude, I was so bummed when it went off of sale earlier this year. I'm like, they have to bring it back because it's a really good beer. And thankfully it has come back. So yeah, I'll be gushing over this beer pretty much all night. But we're here. It's another week, another Friday. We survived. I have good news. My child is still alive. She's 3 weeks and 1 day old now, and we have managed to keep her still breathing through today. And that's pretty much all you do. My understanding for the first 6 months, you do that. You feed them. You change their diapers. I went down. So before I get going on the streams, it takes me about an hour to kind of get everything set up, get everything oriented where I want it, sort of get in the mood and get ready to start streaming. About an hour, and it's pretty consistent. So, I get home. I spent some time with wife and baby this evening. My wife was gracious enough to heat up some dinner for me, and then I came up here and I started getting ready. And in the hour that it took me to get ready, I went back downstairs just after it was just before I went live to grab myself a nice drink here and take my dirty dishes and all that stuff downstairs and give her one last little peck on the cheek before I got to go. And my wife looks at me and she says, "I'm trying to figure out what I do with my day." And I think I just figured it out. She says, "I've changed 4 diapers in the last hour and fed her and fed the cat." So babies produce diapers. That's it. That's all they do. You keep them alive, you feed them, and they produce diapers and cries. But yeah, so it's been a good week. We've been pretty active, to be honest. Like, we did some shopping last weekend. We went out to dinner. We took Amalia out to dinner on Saturday to a little Mexican restaurant. We were gonna go to a not Mexican restaurant, but it was too busy, so we went to the Mexican restaurant that was less busy. And she did really well. She didn't start crying until like the last 10 minutes we were there because she was hungry. So we took care of that. And then I went over to my buddy's place on Sunday to do some networking work, and brought her over with us. And she was pretty good. Like, she was okay. She was kind of being a little needy though. And we learned every time I go someplace, every time we do something, we learn something new. And these are things that, like, they're not gonna. If you read it in a book, you're gonna be like, yeah, okay, whatever. It's not until you experience them that it sort of clicks with you. And I learned on Sunday never leave a house without a swaddle, because the baby would fall asleep when you're holding her, you know, and this and that, and you'd put her down in the portable bassinet thing that we have, and then she'd just like start flailing, you know, arms going everywhere, this and that, and as soon as my buddy went and found an old swaddle, because his son is 6. So he's a little old for this stuff, but I guess they still had some from years ago. So they went and found a swaddle. We wound the baby up, so the baby can't move now. Put her back in, and she slept the rest of the night. Like, she was fantastic. So every time we've gone out, we've learned something. Haven't done any flying. I'm gonna go up. The plane keeps going down for maintenance. The plane is back though with a G5 installed. So we're gonna hopefully, all things, if everything goes as planned. Gonna go up doing some more instrument work on Sunday. Doing some more instrument work on Sunday. So very excited about that. Very excited to get the instrument stuff done. If I don't, because with this lesson, if I get a sign off on this lesson, I have until the end of the month to get my instrument check ride at least started. Otherwise, I have to go back and do like 2 more hours of training, because I'm running into the 3 hours and 60-day rule as part of your training and whatnot. So. That's the real world flying stuff. I really haven't had a lot of time though for flying, so it's been fine. Joe Hurdy, good to see you. Nam 106, welcome aboard. Yeah, Swaddle, that's right. Pilot Meister, good to see you. Iowa Scotsman, happy Friday. Anybody else I miss here? I think we got them all so far. Flyboy F117, good to see you. We'll get the subs here in just a moment. So that's been the week. We've kind of just been, we've just been hanging out, trying to get back into our routine. We have some friends that we get together with on Thursday, and we've kind of resumed that this week. And usually we used to go until like 11 or 11:30 at night. Nice good time there. Last night it's like 9 o'clock, 9:15. I'm like, we got to go. I'm super tired. I basically came home and I was asleep by 9:45. That's my life now. Q Flight, good to see you, man. How you doing? I am Marcus. Welcome aboard. Hello from Boston. Good to see you. Mr. Bill 218, what is up with you, sir? I'm doing pretty well. Thank you for asking. The lots of stuff you have to bring doesn't get smaller for a while. It just gets different. Yeah, I know, man. And every time we go out, like I said, we're learning something. We're learning something new that we should have brought with us. At least you don't have to pay for the maintenance on the rental. Well, I kind of do. Like, I'm a member of the flying club. So, if there's too much maintenance on the plane and we run out of money, then we have to come back and, solicit money from the membership. But our club's doing pretty well financially. So that's not really much of a problem. But it was all like, this was planned. The stuff with the 172 was sort of planned. They planned on putting it in there. I guess they ran into some snags and it took longer than anticipated. Fly Purdue, how you doing, my friend? Pete, it's so good to see you, man. Pete, are you going to start streaming again soon? We need to have you back in the saddle, buddy. I'm telling you, once a week works fantastic. And then if you need to do more outside of that, you can do more. But once a week, I think sometimes less is more. But it's good to see you, Pete. Hope you're doing well. Ailerons Neutral, welcome aboard. Flight Tone, good to see you. Welcome aboard. This You're Not Found, happy Friday. It's good to see you, sir. Serby Plays, welcome aboard. So yeah. It's been a good week. I'm looking forward to, we got some stuff going on this weekend, some family lunches and dinners and that kind of stuff. We have my wife has some family coming in town from California, so we're gonna go hang out with them. I'm going flying on Sunday. And with any luck, I'm going to get to play a little bit of this guy. Yeah. Send your friend codes. We'll play some. And what else we got? I'm going to work on the next big Cirrus Max video is going to get started this weekend. It's going to be a doozy too. It should be a fun one. So Max and I've been sifting through footage and whatnot that he took, and it should be good. November was terrible for me as far as scheduling, being under the weather. Got you, man. Well, tomorrow I'm going to be around, Pete, so I'll look for you. If you're fun on PilotEdge, maybe I can tag along with you. Everybody's playing Smash, dude. It's so good. It's going to be... I haven't played a Smash Brothers game in years. Like, I owned the one for the Wii, and I think I played it a couple days, like, when it came out, but I didn't have anybody to play with me. Never had a Wii U. I don't think I played a lot of Smash Brothers since Melee, back when, like, Melee was still the current Smash Brothers, so... It's been a long time. Oh man, LAX is in the works, but no, LAX won't be next. Got some other stuff we're working on. You do need to get a Switch. That's right. So yeah, we'll do some thankses. Thanks is a word. Thanks is a word today. It's time for the thankses, and then we'll talk about the plane. And we'll get the hell out of here. Do some flying. Daedalus, thank you very much for 19 months, man. Happy Saturday, by the way. I didn't see you say anything in chat. Hope all is well. Can't believe it's been this long. A sub time of flies. Well, I do appreciate it, Mr. Daedalus. Cheers to you, buddy. You guys are like summer's gonna start rolling around pretty soon, right? That's like 45 centigrade or something down there, and everything's trying to kill you. I would love to go to Australia. It's on my list. Pilot of Nothing, 4 months. Thank you very much for your continued support, man. Cheers to you, buddy. Cafe Chloe, sad I missed last week, but I'm here this week. We're glad to have you here. Cheers to you, Cafe Chloe. Thank you very much for 9 months of support. I do appreciate it. Just tap my microphone there. Oxbox, thank you very much for 21 months of support. Does this come with a complimentary bottle service? Cheers, dude. Hope all is well. If you want it to, it does. Thank you very much, Oxbox. I do appreciate the 21 months, man. Cheers to you. Bubble Matuna here for 16 months. He says, happy Friday with some drinking and flying. Bubble Matuna, thank you very much to you, sir. Cheers, my friend. I do appreciate it. Half Shell Hero here for 6 months. He says 6 months. It seems like it all started yesterday. It actually started like 4 or 5 years ago, but we'll go with 6 months. Half Shell Hero, thank you very much, man. Cheers to you, buddy. The Real MG 867's here for 11 months. Says it was 10 months the last time. I wish I could make more streams. Awesome to be back, though. Good to have you here, man. Cheers to you. I wish I could do more streams. Once we get settled in with the baby and whatnot, I'm going to make a consistent effort to at least do twice a week, but we got to figure out how to work that in the schedule first. So thank you very much, Real MG. Cheers to you, buddy. I do appreciate it. Flyboy F117's here for 20 months. He says 20 months down and many more to go. Thank you very much for your continued support. Cheers to you, buddy. Serby Plays here for 16 months. He says 8 plus 8 is 16. Yes, it is. So is 10 plus 6. So is 11 plus 5. Cheers, Serby. Thank you very much, man. Appreciate it. Captain Dan 85. Welcome to the Bear of the Month Club. He's here for the first month. Thank you very much, Captain Dan. Cheers to you. And Black VQ35HR is here for 15 months. Black VQ, thank you very much for your continued support. Cheers to you, buddy. McShiggity Pilot, how you doing, my friend? Happy Friday, Mike. Hope you're doing well. Toasted Donut. We'll come back to that in a second. Space Dandy, good to see you, man. How can you forget? 7 o'clock every single Friday. We're here. This is what we do. This is how it goes. Okay, every single Friday. It's all right though. I'll forgive you this time. Who else we got here? Daedalus, good to see you, man. And I think we got them all. Yeah, full-time streamer. So for me to think about doing streaming full-time, the level of money coming in would have to be probably 10 times more than what it is right now. Right now, it's a nice little bit of supplemental income. It's sort of fun money. Right now, it's, help to feed my family money because my wife isn't working while the baby, since the baby just came. But, it's generally a little bit of fun money, pay for some flying, pay for this, pay for that. And I greatly appreciate it. But to become full-time, it would have to be like a lot more. So I don't think full-time streaming is in my future anytime soon. But I certainly do enjoy it as a hobby. It's fun like that. Needs squirrel numbers. Yeah. I have no idea what Paul makes off this stuff. But knowing that the job that Paul used to have, I think he's probably doing okay. But yeah, it's crazy. Like, it's crazy what it takes. This you're not found. Here's some full-time streamer bits. Is this enough? 125 bits. Thank you very much, man. Cheers. We're almost there. Just start streaming Fortnite. Yeah, no kidding, right? Ali Pilot 74, good to see you. Spread the word. Make Castrator full-time streamer. Yeah. The thing is like I just don't think the whole full-time thing would work with the flight sims. Like, I mean, it works for Chewy, and I'm happy for him, but I have to imagine like his long-term aspirations are not to be a full-time streamer. He's got other things that he wants to do with his life. And this is sort of a step in the, a step along the way. So, who knows? We'll see what happens. I enjoyed it as a hobby. It's nice. It's a good bit of chill to come here and do this every Friday night. Oxbox, thank you very much for the bits, man. 200 bits. I do appreciate it to you. Cheers to you, man. But yeah, we'll talk about it. We'll talk about it down the road. The thing is, I this is a bit of a tangent, and then we'll get going here in a second. Science Sweetie, it's good to see you. Real MG, thanks for the 500 bits, man. Cheers. More support for full time. Yeah. Again, this is diaper money, okay? I just told you my wife changed 4 diapers in the last hour. Probably more by now because it's been 30 minutes since I went downstairs. Where are you flying tonight? Hit exclamation point route. So we're starting in Big Bear. We're flying Big Bear to North Las Vegas and then out to Page Airport, Papa Golf Alpha. But if you do exclamation point route, you'll get the actual airport identifiers. So there was another tangent I was going to go on. I forgot what it was. So I guess probably okay, right? Only works Chewy because loses his parents, go back to college doing his master's, I believe. Yeah, that helps. Military Vet Gamer 81, thank you very much for 7 months of support. 7 months down. Getting closer to a year. Congratulations on being a new father. Thank you very much, Military Vet Gamer. I do appreciate it, man. Cheers to you, buddy. Your daughter's wiping her butt with our money. Yes. Now you got it. Ooh, hello. That's going to be a ban. Don't click that link. Don't click that link. Don't click that link. Yeah. I got him. I got him before you guys could. Toasted Donut, thanks for very much for the 250 bits. I do appreciate it. Every little bit helps, guys. I do. Cheers. And we're not here for the money, by the way. We're here hanging out and whatnot. Inertial 24, it's good to see you. Or Interial 24. Wait for me to get home. Well, we'll be flying all night. So if you miss the departure here, then you can jump in and join us heading up to Las Vegas from somewhere else, or join us when we get to North Las Vegas and fly out to Page with us. Are you holding a PilotEdge meet like you used to? You mean at Flight Sim Expo? Is that what you're talking about, AP? Or are you talking about something else? Excuse me. A little bit coming back to fight. McShady Pile, thank you very much for the 520. That's a weird number. 522 bits. Diaper and beer money. McShady Pile, cheers, buddy. Appreciate it. You planning on holding a PilotEdge meet like you used to on X-Plane? I'm not sure what you're referring to. You'll have to be more specific. I'm sorry. I really don't know. But anyway, we're going to fly this plane tonight. This is the DA-62. This is by Aerobask. It's a really cool plane. It's still one of my favorite planes in the sim. I haven't flown it for a little while, so it should be, interesting. But it's running the G1000 by Laminar, the default stuff. And it's a really capable, really nice little plane to fly. And I'm super excited about it. As you can see, the weather here is hot garbage. Not that it really matters here, because it's not a super easy departure, but at the same time, we're probably not going to die in this airplane. So, yeah. So that's what we're flying tonight. Plan tonight's to fly out of Big Bear Airport. That's this guy down here. Big Bear is currently 1.5 mile visibility, mist overcast 200. We're going to make our way up to North Las Vegas. That's this guy right here. I chose North Las Vegas because nobody ever goes there. And we thought about Henderson, and I decided North Las Vegas because I thought it'd be more interesting to come in there. So we're going to fly to North Las Vegas, make our turn there, and then make our way all the way up to Page. And I chose Page because it's an untowered field. It's somewhere I've never flown to before. And I don't know, it looks interesting. This is one of the places Max was doing some flying into when he was out there too. But it was between Page. We thought about Grand Canyon, but we've been to Canyon a bunch lately. I've been to Canyon a bunch in the past. I thought about Flagstaff, but I've been to Flagstaff a bunch, we were there just a couple weeks ago. So, excuse me, so Page it is. And if Page is bad enough, if they can't get us down and get us in there, there's a potential for some holds and whatnot as we have to come in, because there's probably going to be a couple of us flying in there. So it should be a fun one. Barney Pates, welcome to the Beer of the Month Club. Thank you very much for your support, Mr. Barney Pates. Cheers. Appreciate it. This You're Not Found, thank you very much for the 500 bits. Bit to poop on. And Anger Pilot, thank you for the 500 bits as well. This ought to do it. Thank you guys very much. Cheers to you all. DA-62 is a beautiful plane. I love the look of the engines. Yeah. The DA-40 is awesome, though. The DA-40 is fun to tool around in. I got to do some flying of that with Max over the summer, and it really is a neat plane. North Carolina going to get hit bad on Sunday. My friend's supposed to get 2 feet of snow in North Carolina. Really? I think that storm is going to blow like completely off the coast and miss New England altogether, which thank goodness, because like that's the recipe for a nor'easter right there, where they start south, they come north, they just destroy us. But yeah, best of luck. Is PilotEdge like VATSIM? Sorta. PilotEdge is a paid service. VATSIM is free. PilotEdge has guaranteed service. VATSIM is depending on when the volunteers decide to jump on. Generally, the quality of the controllers and the pilots are better on PilotEdge. But again, you're paying for it, so you'd kind of hope it would be. New of the 11th, thank you very much for your support. Welcome to the Beer of the Month Club. Cheers to you. Appreciate it. We tried, fellas. You bought that's probably enough bits. That's probably enough bits for a week's supply of formula. So actually no, it's enough bits for a 2-week supply of formula. So there you go. You fed my child for 2 weeks. We'll go with that. We get a bunch of people together and we all meet at a designated airport. Oh, I see. Like do a fly-in on PilotEdge. I don't feel comfortable organizing anything like that. I leave the events up to PilotEdge and some of the other folks to come up with. Like, you're always welcome to fly along with me when we're doing these flights. But I don't organize fly-ins specifically because that puts a lot of stress and strain on the controllers. Like if they suddenly get 15 planes going to one place they're not ready for, then that's difficult for them. So I don't usually do stuff like that. We might try to organize something down the road, but I'd have to coordinate that with PilotEdge, and it'd be a whole shebang. So it's easier. They do a monthly event, and it's easier just to tag along and do that. Is PE a monthly or yearly subscription? You can do either or. So you can do monthly or you can do yearly. I pay annually, just because I know I'm gonna spend my time on PilotEdge. I'm gonna get my money's worth out of it. Oxbox, thanks for the bits, man. More food and poop bits. Cheers, dude. I do appreciate it. Whenever Matt Davies tried to organize group flights, ended up a bit of a mess, although it might have been French VATSIM ATC's fault. I think Frugal tried to do that one time too. They had some issues with the French guys. So yeah, let's go do some flying. Diamond DA-62, I should say, by Aerobask. Again, I'm a huge fan of this plane. Looking forward to this evening. Should be a good amount of flying. Not a lot of prep work that goes into these, so that's kind of why I took a little bit extra time talking. Get my controllers in place here. So we'll pull the Aerobask menu up. We're gonna load people and fuel in. We don't need the tip tanks. We'll fill the inner tanks. We'll leave the tip tanks empty. Half on the luggage. We got a co-pilot. Sure, why not? We'll just call it a co-pilot and done. We're in pounds. Reflections. Oxygen sound can be off. Breaker's perfect. That's good. Everything else is fantastic. Take away the chocks. And we're good. So we got full on the anti-ice. We got full on the O2. Both of which, well, actually, we won't need the oxygen this time around, but at least we shouldn't. So we'll get the sucker fired up. Actually, you know what? We'll just fire the engines up on this thing. Sit here at the gate, or at the sit here on the ramp, figure things out. So let me just reacquaint myself with what's going on here. Fuel pumps, master, starters, electrical master, avionics. So electricity, avionics, the pitot heat's here. And then lights and whatnot are up here. All the way down here we have parking brake, cabin and defroster air, trim, put that on takeoff. We get the engine controls. We get the fuel controls here. Auxiliary pumps, which we don't need because we're not going to be using the auxiliary tanks. At least not for this first flight. Cool. I think we could just do that, right? Yeah. All right, so we go electrical master. And we'll start the red engine. So right master on, right fuel pump on. I'm going to say about 800. I forget what the RPMs we go to. We'll call it 700 RPMs for the warm-up. That fuel pump can come off. We'll go left master on. Left fuel pump on. go 700. There we go. Left fuel pump come off now. Avionics. Pitot heat. This plane's cool in VR. That's a good idea. I should give that a shot sometime. Taxi position. Bring the strobe on. Okay, so that's good. That's good. These are good down here. All right. Let me turn the outside sounds down. Oh, they're already down. Okay. All right, alternators are both on, which we want that. Good. All right, so let's go ahead and call... Actually, let's punch the... you know what? Now that I think about it, we're going to get to the end of the runway, call up... we're going to call SoCal there, or call Los Angeles Center there, and be good to go. So let's punch in the flight plan and whatnot. Excuse me. That's not how it's supposed to work. How about this? Hey, there we go. Okay, so we're gonna fly. We're gonna plan for the Okeko 1 departure out of here. We're gonna fly off on runway 8. So runway 8 is gonna have us flying 076 to intercept Okeko. Okeko at or above 11,000 feet. If we do not cross Okeko, let's see here. Climb via course 076 to Okeko waypoint, maintain 11,000 or as assigned by ATC. If not at 11,000 or at assigned cruising altitude upon reaching the Okeko waypoint, climb in holding pattern unless otherwise advised to by ATC. So if we haven't made it to 11,000 feet by the time we get here, then we have to hold. And that holding pattern is going to be a, we'll call it a teardrop entry. Or, yeah, we'll call it a teardrop entry. And, yeah. And then left turns on that. But I think we should be able to get high enough. Like, that shouldn't be an issue. I forget what VY and VX are for this plane. I think we cruise climb at about 100 knots. 100, 105. I don't know. Let's go find some docks real quick. Listening to the supple sounds of this lovely aircraft. 1 second. All right, just making sure I wasn't going to show anything incriminating there. Like, you know, product keys and things like that. Pistons, Aerobask, Diamond DA-62, there it is. Documents, airspeed, normal operations. That's what I want? Yes! Rotation is 76 to 78. And our VY speed is going to be 87 to 89. Okay, so we'll climb out of here. We'll climb out of here at 89. We'll climb out of here at 89 knots till we get to 11,000 feet, and then we'll go to I think 100 knots in the cruise for the cruise climb. Somebody can correct me if I'm wrong on that. Toasted donut, yeah, dude. These things, you know what? I thought that it was a bunch of crap with this plane being that easy to start, but after spending a bunch of time with Max flying around to the 42, like these diesel engines, dude, they start. And they start and they're super quiet. Like we had the damn canopy open with both engines running, and you could still hold a conversation with each other. You could hold a conversation with somebody standing next to you too, like outside. It was crazy how quiet this plane was. All right, so we got that all done. Let's pop in here real quick. Actually, we'll just do this. We'll pop that up there. Here we go. And we will program ourselves a route. So let's see. Let's go flight plan, menu. Delete flight plan. Is there a keyboard on? No, there is no keyboard. Okay. So we're starting at Lima 35. We're going to go procedure, departure, Okeko 1, Okeko load. Oops, clear that. After Okeko, we're going direct to Bulgy. Bulgy. G. And a Y. And from there, we're taking Victor 21. So menu. load airway, Victor 21, and taking that all the way, not to Hector, but to Boulder City. And then from there, we're going to go to KVGT. Okay, that's it. That's flight plan done. Piece of cake, right? Oh, look. Well, we breathed the departure already. LA Center's 2635, so we'll tune that here. 2635. And Unicom's 2272. 22725. Okay, so we got those two tuned in and ready to go. All right, so we'll do transponder. Let's just run down and get things set up here. So the initial, let's do autopilot first. Over here, yaw damper off, flight director on. We're gonna do vertical speed mode. Actually, we'll just go straight to flight level change. Flight level change is gonna be. Oh yeah, is it? Oh, here we go. Button up. Flight level change will be what? 80. I said 88 knots. Good, 88 knots. That'll be our VY up to 11,000 feet. We'll plan for. So we'll go alt. There's altitude. 11,000 is also alt knob there. Okay. 11,000. That's set. That's set. We will set our nav mode. So GPS. Flight level change, alt select is enabled. Good. And then, oh yeah, what's up, transponder? Just, you know, walk through, we'll remember all this stuff. Start VFR. And transponder, altitude. Okay, so we have a flight plan in. We have our climb out information set. We've got a transponder ready to go. Our plane is in good shape. Director Bulgy. Oh, I see you're coming to my house. No, we aren't. King of the North, good to see you. Patrick 88876, welcome aboard. Robert's, good to see you. Ah, it's so nice to be back in the GA. I know, man. Right? All right. Check our flight controls. We're good there. Full right there. Full left. Taxi down to 08. Now, there are some drones that take off here going the wrong way, so we'll keep an eye out for them. That's probably one of them right there. We've also got Max out there somewhere, too. Com 1, Mike 1. Retard. Dusty Prop, thank you very much for 15 months of support. Is your spreadsheet made for packing the diaper pack yet? We're getting there, man. Pretty soon we're going to have one. Happy Friday, he says. Thank you very much, Dusty Prop. Cheers, buddy, and happy Friday to you as well, sir. All right. Oh, there's a few people here. So if you guys are, you guys that are flying along with us, you'll of course know that it's going to be one in, one out. So you're going to call up. I mean, you can fly out of here. You can fly out of here VFR, but I mean, you're not able to get out of here VFR. So we're going to call center. Center's going to give us our clearance out of here, and he'll give us a release time, a wait time, all that stuff, whatever. We'll make the Unicom calls. We'll make our way out of here. We'll call center up once we're up in the air. And then he can then release and let the next guy go. So we're one at a time so we get out of here. It looks like we're going to be number 2 behind this Baron here, which I'm pretty sure is Sir Weldon. Dogo DR, thank you very much for 17 months of support. It says, cheers. Hope all is well with the little one. Duct tape sometimes works. Ooh, that's a good idea, actually. Dogo DR, thank you very much. Cheers to you, buddy. Appreciate it. I love Friday flying. I know, man. It's so good, right? Is our wing going to clear that? Nope. Rip. Cirrus Maxine. That's all on him, man. Iron Beagle, good to see you. I like the name. I'm sure that you're aware of this, but it's very, very aviation appropriate. All right, let's pop over here to center.
8.1, squawk 5111.
Retard, retard, retard.
Well, we heard a controller briefly. Oh, because of the way that the radio system works, we may not be able to pick up the pilots from here.
Number 4 Echo,
yeah.
Packet.
Oh, no, because we're on center, right? Because we're on center, so we're only going to hear the other center guys. Iron Beagle, thank you very much for your support. Welcome to the Beer of the Month Club. Cheers to you. I appreciate it.
Edition 86637, Julian Tower, runway 20 right, line up and wait.
Forza 73 says, what weather app are you using? We're using FS Global Real Weather.
Delta 4462, we'll be parking on the west side, we do need to cross east.
Alright, so Max is up on ZLA.
Delta 4462, turn right, cross runway 20 right, attack all.
Alright, we'll roll up here. Let's pop our brake, because we're not going to do anything until he starts taking off. We'll do the run up though.
Delta 4452, looks like a mistake, will continue northbound on Bravo, hold short of hotel.
It's the right side.
Edition 637, right course, traffic approved, report midfield downwind each time, runway 20 right, clear for takeoff.
Okay, he's lining up. Ah, I miss flying this airplane. Okay, Big Bear, altimeter is 3017. Let's do... 2670. 2635. We can listen comm too. Just waiting on the Baron. There he goes.
Insurance 1 to Romeo, Alpha cancellation received, squawk V5, frequency change approved.
Okay. What did I say? 3017 on the altimeter, so we'll set that real quick. We're good. Okay, we'll call up meter clearance.
The HAP 2208, Foxtrot ground, clear to Fulton Airport. GF line heading 275, ready access to Gina. Venice filed. Maintain 4000. Expect 5000, 5 minutes after departure. Departure frequency 124.216.
Did Max? No, I missed the CTAF calls if you made them. That's my fault. Disregard. You're doing great, Max. Wait for reback correct, then we'll call in for ours. Jameson Doris, good to see you. Hope you're doing well. Iron Eagle is my favorite movie as a kid.
Straight out departure, runway 8, departing to 50 East, Big Bear last call.
Heading 255 from departure, otherwise repeat.
And he goes, my favorite movie as a kid, only made it since it adds to the Snoopy Red Baron. Nice. That's good, actually. That's creative. Didn't even think about Snoopy Red Baron. Forza Life, good to see you. All right. Los Angeles Center, Diamond 717 Tango Sierra on the ground. Big Bear, IFR clearance to North Las Vegas, please.
Diamond 717 Tango Sierra, Los Angeles Center, clear to North Las Vegas Airport. Akiko 1 departure, then as filed. Maintain 1000. Squawk 6566. Hold for release.
Cleared North Las Vegas, Okeko 1S filed, 11,000 departure, 6566, hold for release, Diamond 7 Tango Sierra.
Diamond 7 Tango Sierra is back correct.
LA Center, it's Baron 1 Quebec, 8300 off of Big Bear for
Quebec.
11,000 with the flash.
Quebec.
Baron 1 Quebec, Los Angeles Center at a contact 4 miles east of Big Bear.
Roger.
Huh.
Baron 1 Quebec, 49 pounds, altimeter 3020.
I never play with these settings.
21
with these
Quebec,
buttons.
thank you.
Oh, the lights work. What do you know?
Citation 637, runway 20 right, clear for the option.
All right, so now we're just waiting for our release. Once we're released, we'll be the next ones out of here and we'll get going. Yeah, you like that, Bill? You're one of the first people, I think, to trigger the exclamation point METAR. All right. There's Max. Climbing nice and slow coming out of here. That little Baron's gonna struggle, so he's taking his sweet time. The old struggle bus. We should get out of here right about an hour, though. It's not the worst that we've had. Win the weather!
Happy 06 Max, affirmative.
Ah. Do do do. Do 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 do. PilotEdge map isn't updating. Oh no, it's not. So we got one guy behind us. I think there was somebody. I think Andy was out there too. Boondock. Oh, he's still sitting on the ramp. Come on, Andy. You can do it. Oh, you going to John Wayne? Oh, come on, man. Go to Vegas. Be a man. Rudyism, good to see you, man. It's going pretty well. We're sitting here short of the runway waiting for our release. We're out of Big Bear Airport, where, as you can see, the weather is less than ideal. Flat man, good to see you. Hello from Boston. Happy Saturday to you, sir. Fly Coleslaw, it's good to see you, man.
Taxi via Alpha Lima.
Got Cole behind us. What are you flying? Are you also in the Diamond? Yeah, DA-62. Sweet. Play the waiting music. Yeah. Actually, good call. Uh-oh. Oh, that's on the wrong. Hang on, I can fix this. That's on the wrong sound device. Where is output? Yeah, we want that off of you. Apply. Oh yeah. I think Max has got to get to like 11,000 feet and then off this departure before they'll clear us. Like he's got to get all the way to Okeko.
Los Angeles Center, November 51. Tango Sierra is at Kilo.
Did he finish a thought?
Los Angeles Center, November 51. Tango Sierra is at Kilo Delta Alpha Golf. Looking for IFR to North Las Vegas.
Number 851, Tango Los Angeles, Santa Cruz to Los Vegas Airport, the Daggett 1 departure, then as filed. Maintain 12,000, clock 7033. Clear void, is not off in 10 minutes.
PA6, the Sky Sedan.
North Las Vegas, Daggett 1 departure, as filed, maintain 12,000.
What the hell is that? Dude, whatever you're flying in 1 Tango Sierra, you're in a pretty unique plane. Is that it right there? No way, dude. Look at that thing. That's crazy looking. The reason why I'm looking that up is because that's what this guy was showing up as. I'm assuming that's somebody from the stream here. Oliver, PA6. Are Unicom frequencies found on the flight charts? I understand there's so many frequencies in the US and Canada. That's a good question. So, there's a couple places where we can find the Unicom chart here at Big Bear. We can, if there was an airport diagram for this, we could find it there. I just pulled it off of this departure chart. So this Okeko 1 departure has the Los Angeles Center frequency. Also has the Unicom frequency down here. So we could do that. We could also come back over to the VFR chart and look at the Big Bear entry on the VFR chart and see that CTAF is 122.725. So it's there as well. Or you can go look at the AFD, I think. Chart supplement. I think they're calling it chart supplement now. You can pull it off of there. There's 2 Big Bears. Oh, because it's, oh, I see. There's the TAC borders right there. Yeah, so the easiest place to find it is just pull it right off the chart. Good question. And if it's not listed, then you use like whatever the standard CTAF frequency is. I actually don't know it off the top of my head. I should know what it is. And if I were flying into an airport where I would need it, I would definitely go look it up. Zip Gaming, welcome aboard. Dan in Vermont, happy Friday. It's good to see you. Is it gloomy up here? Oh, you mean here? Yeah, Big Bear. Yeah, dude. I don't think it's gonna take long for us to pop through this layer here, but it's overcast 200, like 1.5 mile visibility. And we're just sitting here waiting for our release while Max makes the departure out of here. A Sky Sedan, they say. Tannerman, welcome aboard. Have my written test on Monday, my check ride on Tuesday. If you can remember from your written, what do you think was the majority asked on it? Oh, man. The written exam for the PPL, there were a lot of weird... A lot of weird chart questions. There were a lot of weird, like, navigational questions. I honestly don't recall though. Like I did the Sporties test or whatever, and they were, you know, that prepared me very well for what was actually on the test.
088, that is correct.
Oh, I should probably tell him I'm number 1.
088, runway 25,
I wonder if he's been waiting for me to this whole time to tell him I'm number 1 for departure. Probably has been. Oh, Center Diamond 717 Tango Sierra is number 1 for departure.
Diamond 717 Tango Sierra, Los Angeles Center Louis for departure. Clearance void is not off in 10 minutes. Report airborne.
Clearance void off now by 10 minutes. Report you airborne. 7 Tango Sierra.
Retard.
Ah, yeah. Yeah. I deserve this one. I totally been sitting here waiting for him, and I was actually supposed to tell him that I was ready to go because he wouldn't know that I was number 1. Yeah. Sorry about that, guys. Hi, sir. Thank you very much for 23 months, Ian. Good timing there. All right. Actually, Ian probably hasn't taken the written yet. Never mind. Clear left. Clear to the right. Big Bear traffic. Diamond taking off. Runway 8 straight out departure. Big Bear. Oh, I feel like an idiot now. Sorry about that, guys. 65. 6566 alt. Left. Right. Lights, camera, action. Oh, we just need takeoff flaps. Right, we check action. Everything else looking good. Let's go flying. Power. Instruments green. Airspeed's alive. Positive rate.
Retard, retard, retard.
$200 feet flaps. Big Bear traffic, Diamond, clear runway 8, straight out departure, last call, Big Bear. Okay. Power back to 90 in the climb. I'm gonna go over to SoCal, or Los Angeles Center. Clocky 180, thank you very much for the Tier 2 sub for 18 months. I do appreciate it, Clocky. Cheers to you, buddy. I made a CTAF call, dude. Said I was taking off runway 8 straight out.
Retard.
Number 1, Quebec, 11,000.
All right.
Citation 67 and we do 0 right, that was the option.
Turn that down a touch.
Baron 1 Quebec, Los Angeles Center, back at altimeter 3016.
16, thank you.
I made a CTAF call. I did make a CTAF call. Go check the tapes.
Cessna 06 Mike, contact Bakersfield approach 118.8.
Los Angeles Center, Diamond 717 Tango Sierra, climbing 8,900 for 11,000. Pull the tapes. Pull the stream tapes. You'll see I made a call.
Diamond 717 Tango Sierra, Los Angeles Center, ident.
I didn't. 7 Tango Sierra. Ooh.
Who wanted to confirm having a flight plan? November 1,
What's the best payload GA aircraft for X-plane? Either this or the TBM. Yeah, I say either this thing or the TBM.
Diamond 7 Tango Sierra, the contact 4 miles east of Big Bay Airport. 49 pounds altimeter 3020.
20 position check, 7 Tango Sierra.
1 Quebec, a couple minutes off the deck, please, sir.
Baron 1 Quebec, go ahead.
Just a couple minutes off the flight deck, is that okay?
Baron 1 Quebec, that's fine.
Appreciate it, thank you.
Cessna 06 Mike, contact Bakersfield.
Yeah, I'm way behind Max now. 'Cause I was an idiot and didn't, you know. Yeah. It's all right. Pull your power back, Max. We'll get caught up there. The Just Flight Arrow is pretty good too. Yeah, it's not bad. So I thought we would punch through this stuff, but we're not. I assumed that once we got up here a little bit, we'd get right through it. No such luck, though.
Hope for release IFR 454 Alpha Cell.
Single prop piston.
And verify your TBM.
Yeah, if you want a single prop piston, probably the Just Flight Arrow.
P28R Piper Arrow.
November 4 Alpha Roger, in this case, risk for departure, current void is now from 10 minutes.
Better take that intersection departure, Boondock. You just stepped in front of everybody else. Really not a big deal.
November 4 Alpha risk for departure, current void.
Any more DCS in the future? Yeah, when the F-14 comes out, we'll do some DCS.
Clearance void, if not, out 10 minutes for Alpha.
We'll do the. I've got the F-14, so, or I have a retail copy of the F-14 pre-ordered. So when that comes out, we'll jump into it. We'll get the guys going again. Why isn't the PE map loading?
35, current void, is now from 10 minutes. It's going to be I-8 check right.
All 7,000 feet. We'll get her sped up. We can definitely go in the yellow. No big deal. Moisture and -1. There are concerns about icing. Let's turn anti-ice on low. On normal. Yeah, we'll de-ice on normal here just in case.
I expect a 1 minute, 0 minute delay.
I'm also pretty happy with is it X-Flight? There's somebody else that made an Aero. And they made a bunch of other like GA planes as well that are pretty okay. I don't know, I haven't flown single engine piston for a while. Like I fly the Airflow Labs 172. I still think it's pretty good. And I've been doing that for some instrument practice, but yeah, I haven't done a ton of single engine piston stuff. V-Flight Air, that's the one. Thank you. Santa Vermont, thank you very much for 20 months of support. Big 20, can't believe how fast time goes by. Great stream, that's why I come back every week. Dan Vermont, thank you very much, man. Cheers to you, buddy. I do appreciate it. JC Villum 2, thank you. JC Villum 2, thank you very much for 11 months of support. This is Happy Friday. Hope your family doing okay. We're doing pretty well. Thank you very much, JC Villum. Cheers to you, buddy. Appreciate it. All right. Oh, we are above the soup. Okay. So we don't need to use the anti-ice now. We're good. Just leave ourselves at rental power here, because why not? Let's see what, oh, how do we have a headwind? Really? It'd be hard to catch up to Max if we got, got this going. Because I am an idiot and just sat there and waited. Yeah, Caronado's got a bunch of stuff on sale right now. Their products are, yeah, they are what they are.
Station 637, runway 20 right, clear for the option.
I see -1 outside there. There you go. -8. Not bad. It's still gonna risk of icing and all that if we were back in the clouds, but we're gonna fly out of this stuff pretty soon. It should clear up.
Number 1, ready for departure.
Dennis 102 Charlie Foxtrot, Los Angeles Center, hold cruise. Expect about a 5-minute delay.
Roger, holding straight 5. 2 Charlie Foxtrot.
CTAF staff say no call out departing runway 8.
November 851, Tango Sierra, Los Angeles Center, ident.
Ident 160.
I'm pretty sure I made a call. But it's okay. We'll figure this out. We're going to figure this out together.
Number 1, Tango Sierra, contact 2 miles west of Daggett Airport. Altimeter 3016.
3016, pointing is here.
That's me sitting there for, ever.
Los Angeles Center, November 454, Alpha Hotel at 8,000, climbing 11,000.
November 854, Alpha Hotel, Los Angeles Center, ident.
Ident 4
Is there any sound coming out of that? All right, we're going to figure this out. Here we go. All right, this is going to be the part what happens. Yeah, sorry about that, guys.
17 walks just as well, I guess. Your I-11 is the back.
Hi, sir. Thank you very much for 23 months, Ian. Good timing there. All right. Actually, Ian probably hasn't taken the ridden yet. Never mind. Clear left. Go to the right. Big Bear traffic, diamond, taking off, runway 8, straight up departure, Big Bear. Wait, hang on.
3020,
Wait. Hey, sir, thank you very much for 23 months, Ian.
Diamond
Good
1,
timing there.
Charlie Fox at Los Angeles Center.
All right. Actually, Ian probably hasn't taken the right. Yeah, never mind. Clear left. Go to the right. Big Bear traffic, Diamond, taking off, runway 8, straight out departure, Big Bear. Clip it! Clip it!
Calling airborne, 2 Charlie Foxtrot.
I win.
Cessna 088, contact point Magu departure.
No CTAF call. I hear someone judging me for not taking the written. Fair point, Ian. Crap.
Turn right, direct to Gina, climb and maintain 5,000.
Excuse me. No CTAF call.
Diamond 7 Tango Sierra, contact Los Angeles Center, 134.65.
3465, Diamond 7 Tango Sierra.
November 851 Tango Sierra, change to line frequency 134.65.
13465, 1 Tango Sierra.
All right. We're out of the schmoo. Los Angeles Center, Diamond 717 Tango Sierra, 11,000.
Diamond 717 Tango Sierra, Los Angeles Center, target altimeter 3016. Use caution, female constant on the frequency.
3016 and noted, 7 Tango Sierra. All right, 16.
Los Angeles Center, November 851 Tango Sierra, 8,500 for 12000.
All right, off we go. 50 minutes en route. Assuming we don't get a shortcut. Flyboy F-117, thank you very much for the bits. You proved me wrong. Here's some bits. Cheers, buddy. Appreciate it. BH Wild, good to see you. Yeah, download X-Plane 1130. Not yet. Once it goes to release candidate stage, I'll pick it up. But I don't really deal with betas too much. We just wanted to get you on the best of flight sim videos. I know, man. I got to crash the plane for that, though. Like, that's the only way to get on there. They always pick the worst clips from my channel, though. We were producing you. There you go. Says the video guy. Yeah, so much nicer, right? I don't know. It's a pretty departure out of Big Bear, though. It really is. Yeah. We just chilling, man. I could probably push. If I wanted to, I could push this thing.
102 Charlie Foxtrot, 8,300 for 1,000.
90. I was gonna say we probably could push this a little harder if we wanted to, but leave the power at 90. We're good. Beta 7 came out. I imagine it's pretty close to being out. Like, they probably want to get that thing out before the holidays. Because I think Laminar like basically takes the holidays off or something. I should drown myself in some fresh oxygen. Oh yes. You know what? We should turn the oxygen sounds on. Yeah. Oh yeah. Yep. Okay. My nose itches. I promise I didn't do cocaine. I need to trim my beard. When your beard starts like curling up and makes your nose itch, that's when you know it's too long. Piper Hawk, good to see you, man. When did Griswolds get an airplane? The old family airplane, man. You're not gonna put a Christmas tree on this one, but you could get the Griswold family in this thing. It's a little nicer than the old gas-powered sleigh.
Clear direct Lusa for Alpha Hotel.
Do 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 do. Yeah.
Retard.
Try to imagine Chevy Chase flying a plane. Yeah, it's gonna be like Airplane. Like, that's all there is to it. Miles 2112, thanks for 23 months support, my friend. Cheers to you, buddy. I appreciate it. Dude, Lima 35, Big Bear is on my list of airports I want to fly into someday. All right, that's enough oxygen sounds. We get the idea. Weather yesterday in SoCal would have been perfect for your streams. I know, man. Yeah, I think Max and those guys were flying down there, but I totally didn't. I didn't get a chance to fly last night. I was busy doing other stuff. Like, I keep missing the really good SoCal weather by by a day or two, because it's all sort of like East Arizona, Albuquerque, kind of in that area right now. But I didn't really feel like flying out in that area. HD Simulation, how you doing? Happy Friday. It's good to see you. Welcome aboard. Any differences between X-Plane on Steam and standalone? Not really. The Steam version of X-Plane gets they get all the beta updates a little bit later, and that's pretty much it. My buddy's son sent me a picture. Lucas is chilling out watching the stream. I like it.
Hey, from we have that traffic in sight for 122 Charlie Foxtrot.
I want to go to Big Bear 2. Need a checkout flight with an instructor for the rentals around here. That doesn't surprise me, yeah. Like, do they want you to run out to Big Bear with the instructors before they do it? But I don't know when I'm going to be in SoCal next. So next time I'm out there, though, I definitely want to rent a plane and do some flying. Are you in Bill? Are you in SoCal or are you in NorCal? I keep forgetting if you're like Bay Area or if you're down south. Harry Sim, thank you very much for 2 months of support. Says I made a resub for once. How's the baby? Happy Friday. Cheers to you, buddy. Baby's doing well. She's been staying awake a little bit too much at night for our liking, but what can you do? I met a cute girl from Big Bear at a summer church camp once. Yeah. With an instructor, same with Catalina. Gotcha, okay. Max does Roachers, welcome aboard. Good to see you. I live under the Lemon intersection. Where's that? Lemon. Ugh. It doesn't work that way. I can do it in 4 flight, though. We zoom in and we go Lemon. Oh, okay. You're right next to John Wayne. Dude, I was like... I literally drove by your house then. Like, oh, man. Okay. All right. Story time. Where the hell did we go? We went down here to a kebab. Nope. No, I think it was in there properly. Kebab. All right, what was it called? Which one was it? We drove past the John Wayne Airport. Was it the kebab shop? Yeah. No. Yeah, it was. Was it? Hang on. All right, this is important, guys. I'm sorry. Because I was in your neck of the woods back in like September or whatever. I'm pretty sure it was the kebab shop though. I gotta see. Oh yeah, yep, definitely. Yeah, we went to the kebab shop. It was pretty good. I don't know if you've ever been down there near Irvine, because I have a buddy that works for a company in this area. Yeah. Ben Fielder, good to see you. Old Town Orange, go north up to 55. Don't know what that means. Or Fiedler, sorry, Ben. Ben Fiedler, good to see you, man. Sean Chia, welcome aboard. I'm doing very well. How are you? Everything's going pretty well, Max. Yeah, we're hanging in there. Another thrilling night of flying where we stare out the window and wonder, why do we do this every week? Because it's fun, we say. Why are you using Bing? Because I get Bing reward points and I get free video games from it. And I don't like Google. So you got to pick your poison. I choose to not use Google whenever possible. Up until a few years ago, I was using a Windows phone, so don't judge. When have you heard somebody say, let's Bing it? You can say, let's Google it. It's fine. You still go to Bing. The results are all the same, dude. I promise you, the results are the same between all the search engines. And I guess if I really cared about privacy, I'd use DuckDuckGo, but I just don't. I use a lot of the Microsoft services, so it's just easier. Why don't you use Google? Why not? I just don't like Google. Damn it.
Was it a center November 51? Thank you. There's nothing to step out for 1 minute.
Number 851, Tango Sierra, Roger, advise on back.
Denied. All right. So I'm not too far behind Max. I got 12 knots on him. I can probably push this thing a little harder if I wanted to. Let's see what 95% gives us. I don't think the speed's going to change that much, though. Ah, ain't worth it. We'll go back to 90. Come on, RPMs, do your thing. There you go. 184 knots. True, I'll take it. Literally no difference between the two. I use both. Yeah, there's no reason not to. But truly, I use Bing because of Bing rewards. Like, I've gotten, I think, 3 or 4 free video games out of the deal. And I just started... I got to the point now where I turn all of my my Bing points into, like, Microsoft money. And then I buy Xbox Game Pass with it. So I've gotten at least 6 months of Xbox Game Pass, just on the Bing points I've had from the last like 6 to 12 months. Did you hear about Microsoft replacing Chromium Edge with Chromium web browser? Yeah, I heard about that. So Edge is going to still be around. They're still going to call it Edge. They're just, from what I understand at least, they're just replacing the rendering engine with Chromium. Which is, I think Chromium is used not just in Chrome, but I think it's also used by Safari now, too. Does Firefox use Chromium? Probably not. Use the Microsoft launcher on my Samsung phone. Yeah, I heard the launcher for Google is pretty good. I have an iPhone. I'm happy with my iPhone. It does what I needed to do. So I've never really had any interest in going to the Android stuff. I think Firefox does use Chromium, yeah. I'm probably completely wrong on that, though. I honestly don't remember. It's all good. I like this plane. There's definitely not a lot for us to do here in cruise. Just kind of chill out and watch, but it's cool. I think maybe this flight was a little bit longer than I was anticipating. About, I guess it took about a half an hour till we get up there. Firefox uses, yeah, I was gonna say I think Firefox has its own engine, but I don't remember. I don't even pay attention, man. I use Firefox as my browser because I like the new rendering. Like I like the speed of Firefox, which is hilarious to say because Firefox was dog slow for years. I actually did use Edge for a while too. I found Edge to be faster and have less memory footprint than Chrome, which was nice for like this kind of stuff where like I've got this sim running and all that in the background, and you basically like you want those resources. Used to be anti-Apple, only got Android phones. I started realizing they both have the goods and bads. Decided to try iPhone for a year and haven't gone back since. Yeah, man, I was the same way with the Windows phone, dude. Like I was like, why would I want to use anything else? Because this is so good. And to be perfectly honest with you, I'd love to be using my Windows phone still. I think that overall, I think the interface and the general design of applications I tended to find more pleasing and usable. That being said, there weren't a lot of apps for it. So, you know, and then Microsoft eventually abandoned the damn thing. So there wasn't really much of a chance for that. Like that OS didn't really have a chance. But I held my damn Windows phone. I held on to it as long as I could, dude. Eventually moved to an iPhone SE, Used an iPhone SE for 2.5 years. Was really, really happy with it. And now I have an XS or a 10S, whatever they're calling these things. And this phone's pretty sweet. Like the 10S is a really nice phone. And I don't see myself switching off the 10S anytime soon. Like this thing should last me for a while.
November 454 Alpha Hotel at 11000.
It's my buddy Andy. He's boondocking chap. He started with zero flying or ATC or anything experience. A couple years ago, Andy, I forget how we started talking about it, but he started talking about flight sims, and I'm like, I got a spare joystick if you want to borrow it, if you want to take it sometime. So he took my old Cytec X52 joystick, and I was messing around with that for a while. Then eventually got on PilotEdge, and he flew around on Pilot. He did the thing that we all do. He flew around on PilotEdge, not talking to anybody for like months, until finally worked up the courage to start doing the cat ratings and goes talk to San Luis Tower and and kind of go from there. And now worked through some of the I ratings, and now he's out here flying with us on these group flights. So, Andy also has a discovery flight waiting for him with the instructor I use for my private, and he's I think he's too afraid to use it. So Andy, you should use it. Go do your discovery flight. It'll be a good time, I promise. Hayden J1, good to see it. Where are you going? We're heading to North Las Vegas. We're flying through the southwest part of the United States, and we just flew out of Big Bear Airport in California, making our way up to North Las Vegas Airport in Nevada. We got about 34 minutes to go en route.
Retard.
Thereabouts.
Retard.
YQR Ninja, welcome to the Beer of the Month Club. Thank you for your support. Cheers to you, buddy. I appreciate it. Dude, we were all petrified on PilotEdge once. I tell everybody, my very first time on PilotEdge, I got a deviation. Like I busted the Santa Barbara Class C airspace because I didn't really understand what the hell I was doing. And then I logged off, and I didn't log on again for like 3 weeks at least. Like I was terrified. And finally said, you know what, I can do this. And just started flying on it. And I had my early run-ins here and there with controllers. And just, bad stuff happening and whatever, like, because I'm, didn't really know what was going on. But overall, things have gone pretty well. So you get used to it. But I know a lot of people have the same sort of thing. Even like, I've even heard of real world pilots having issues with jumping on and being sort of fearful of the comms and whatnot right away. You're 10 from WIG. Yeah, you're up there a ways. You're like 10 minutes ahead of me, Max. Pull the power back a little bit if you want to, but I was an idiot and just sat there because like I was an idiot. I should have called right away and I would have been around your butt. Sorry about that. Do PilotEdge deviations matter? Yes and no. So like it's one of those things where it's like the deviation goes on your permanent record sort of thing. And if there's lots and lots of deviations, then, and it shows signs of you not improving, then there might be some disciplinary action where they might just, ask you to leave. But most of the time it's recorded just for sort of posterity's sake. And as long as you're showing signs of improvement, like the deviations are, they're not a huge problem. And again, it depends on the severity. It depends when it happens. Like if there's an event where we're, say, flying into John Wayne and there's, let's say there's 30 planes flying into John Wayne and you bust the surface Charlie for John Wayne Airport, that deviation is going to be taken a little bit more seriously than if there was nobody else flying on the network. So it all kind of depends. Game Sends Air, how you doing, my friend? Cheers to you, buddy. Haven't seen you around for a while. I believe it's Josh, right?
Retard.
I was just talking about you the other day. Hope you're doing well, man. Calvo907, happy Friday, man. Thank you very much for 8 months of support. It says good evening, Ty, and everybody else. Cheers to you. Cheers to you, buddy. Appreciate it. Ronald McDouglas, welcome aboard. Aerobask, why the default G1000 instead of the Dynon? Because these planes ship with the Garmin avionics. I think they probably ship with the G3000. I don't know. I'm curious now. What do they ship with? Diamond DA-62 cockpit. Oh, they are G1000. Yeah, so these things in the real world ship with the G1000. So that's why they would use that instead of their Dynon. The Dynon's mostly like, the Dynon's only just gotten certification in real world aircraft like in the last 6 months or so, and they're approved for I think Cessna 172s or some models of Cessna 172s right now, and then they're approved for some other like 1 or 2 other models of airplanes. But they're working on getting those STCs in for certified aircraft. Be nice to switch them out, have 2 options instead of 1. I can see that. Yeah, I like the Skyview. It's a good avionics platform. It's a little bit less capable than the in the sim, I should say. It's a little less capable than the G1000 here, but it's still pretty solid. If you have less than 3 in 1 month, the record goes away. But if you fail a rating, it's on there for life. I could see that.
6605.
Diamond's really proud of those planes. 1.6 million. Yeah, dude.
118.41 negative.
They ain't cheap. I wonder how I would be curious to know how well I'd fit in this 62 here. The DA-42 I fit in, but it was a tight squeeze. The 62 I imagine's got a little bit more room, but I should next time I go, like next year at Oshkosh or whatever, I should try to sit in one of these things just to see. Let's just say that it's tight. Yeah. Oh yeah, yaw damper. Oops. Here we go.
Number 3 Delta clock altitude.
G1000 NXI with 3 axes, autopilot, and yaw damper. Gotcha. Makes sense. Yeah, the diesels. The diesels are awesome. The freaking diesels in the DA-42 that we flew were crazy good. Aside from the smell of jet fuel that permeated the cockpit at all times. I think I still have a shirt that smells like jet fuel from that trip.
Expect visual approach, runway 12 left.
Excuse me. Can this thing do a barrel roll? It might. It probably could. We're not going to, though, because we're flying IFR. We're enjoying the scenery. But I'm getting a PPL summer 2019. Any ideas what to expect in terms of expenses? Oh, well, I'm glad you asked. Hang on a second here. Because I have this super duper spreadsheet where I tracked every single one of my expenses from flight training. So my total flight training spend was $10,794. Yeah. And you might be saying to yourself, well, Ty, how do those expenses break down? Well, it broke down in these lessons. These 31 lessons and flights over the course of approximately 5 months-ish. 5.5 months, we'll call it.
Los Angeles, Center 454.
And then it broke down with these non-flying expenses over the course of the same 5.5 months. But that's about what you can expect to spend. This is pretty consistent with what I've heard from most people. $10,000 to $12,000. The actual flying expenses, like you'll sit down, you'll do the math, you'll say, well, my flying expenses I got by was $7,700. And that was flying an instructor. But then when you actually sit down and you look at all the non-flying expenses that come into it, you know, things like getting a headset, things like paying for your medical, things like buying a knee board, buying a second headset because you're an idiot like me. So we could knock that off and it'd be fine. Paying for insurance. Insurance has to be on here somewhere. Yep, insurance is on here. That's $537 a year. Your check ride was, my check ride was $350. Yours is probably going to be a lot more expensive depending on where you live. So, yeah, about 11 grand or so is what I end up spending. Good question though. You like the smell? I like the smell of Jet A. I just don't like it on my shirt. I hate how fast you pull out. It's on one of my cloud drives here. I go to my public share and that guy, and we're good to go. Alongside every single SNES game ever made. Would you like to play, I don't know. Would you like to play Super Godzilla? Because we could. We could also play Tin Star, whatever that is. Timon and Pumbaa's Jungle Games. Yeah, we could play that too. I don't know why that's in that folder. Tiddlywinks, yeah. That was the yeah, don't ask. Nah, there's nothing in there. I think wedding photos. Oh, wedding information. Our guest list. Like this was the shared folder my wife and I had. For like wedding planning stuff and whatnot. Yeah, it sounds a lot more interesting than it really was. Donkey Kong Country is pretty good stuff. Yeah, I must be getting old. I did my PPL in Florida for $4,000 back in '97. Yeah, dude, it's changed a little bit. Gas is more expensive. Cost of maintenance and all that stuff I think is a little pricier. My wife did her PPL through a local flight school. It went well over that amount. Well, it depends on how much you're going to fly. So, and this is the part where, like, how much is my PPL going to cost? It's actually why I put together a spreadsheet to do that, to look at this stuff. So, let's see, documents, miscellaneous, flying.
Retard, retard, retard.
So,
Los Angeles Center for
when I was putting this whole thing together, I was trying to figure out like what my costs were going to be. So like I finished in 47 and a half hours with 33.1 hours of dual. If it takes you longer, it's obviously going to cost you more money. So if it took you, if you took you 80 hours and it took you, 50 hours of dual, well, your cost just went up to 15 or
717 Tango Sierra, descend and maintain 10,000. Contact Las Vegas approach 118.4.
Down to 10,000 and 18.4, 7 Tango Sierra. Stand by. All right, 18.4.
November 851 Tango Sierra, Roger.
10,000. We'll go vertical speed, and we'll just nudge it down ever so slightly. And we're on Vegas approach now, so we got to grab the weather. North Las Vegas weather, winds 180 knots, 10 mile visibility, clear skies, 12 Celsius, temperature 3014. Las Vegas approach, Diamond 717 Tango Sierra, 10,600 descending, 10,000 with the North Las Vegas weather.
That's 2149 Whiskey Los Angeles Center, walk 2753. Diamond 717 Tango Sierra, Las Vegas approach, Vegas altimeter 3014. Expect visual approach, runway 12 left to North Las Vegas.
14, we'll expect that, 7 Tango Sierra. All right, so 14 on the altimeter, and we'll expect that. There's 10,000 feet. Level off, good to go. So yeah, if you took 80 hours with 50 hours of instructor time, and let's say it took you an extra 10 months or an extra 5 months to do it. So my fixed cost per month are $50 because that was my flying club. I was paying $108 an hour for my club plane. I was paying $70 an hour for my instructor, which I think has gone up. So now you're at $15,400 just for that extra time. So like obviously your costs are going to vary quite dramatically. Your costs are going to vary pretty dramatically depending on how long it takes. Or how many hours it takes. And it's the same thing, like, as I'm working through the IFR stuff, I'm kind of in the same boat. I haven't been as thorough, but I've pretty well tracked like how many hours of instruction I've done. You know, mostly what most of my flights have been, like what my overall spend has been. It's like I estimated about $5,000 or so to pick up my instrument rating. And I think I'm gonna come in less than that. Yeah, I'm gonna come in less than that. Because I did some training in Max's plane while he was building. Basically, Max was building time. So I did a few hours. I'd have him come pick me up. We'd go fly around in his plane. And he wouldn't charge me anything for it. But yeah, my PPL was $11,000. My instrument's going to come in about $4,000 or so. Dirty Bow Tie, good to see it. Happy Friday. Welcome aboard. DL213, what's going on, Nico? Good to see you, buddy. Cheers, my friend. I saw Max down there in your sim this week. One of these days, I'm going to come down and check that thing out, dude. I promise. We're a little tied up right now with the baby. Mr. Nico, the Zebo master. Dude, can you imagine hooking the Zebo and X-Plane up to that sim? I bet you could do it. Chris Cap, thanks for the bits, man. Long time no see. Congrats on the baby. Been keeping up through YouTube. We're glad to have you here, Chris Cap. Thanks for the bits, man. Cheers. And Dirty Bowtie, welcome back. RP McBride, welcome aboard. Did mine in 08 for $10,000. Amazing how expensive 172 still is these days. Dude, it's insane. Like renting a 172 up here is like $150 an hour. Plus then the instructor fees on top of that. That's why like my flying club has been crazy. And RP McBride, happy Friday. It's good to have you here. I have a 13-month-old myself. Yeah. I bet your daughter's about to start walking, isn't she? That's going to be a problem. Yeah, it's crazy. Like even the cost around here has gone up pretty dramatically in the last probably year or so. I know my instructor up in oh, let's turn defrost on. I think it's getting a little steamy in here. My instructor, oh no, it's not. My instructor up in Lawrence has raised his instruction rate, I think, probably $20 since I started last year. And I think his, let's go see. Eagle East Aviation. So this is who I trained with.
Departure frequency 128.1, squawk 2107.
So their Cessnas are $145 an hour and $210 dual. And they charge, yeah, he charges $65 an hour plus $80 an hour if it's your plane. 65 is if it's one of their planes. So yeah, it's crazy how expensive even a 172 is. Is Nico's sim like the Zebo? Close enough. She walks this week. Nice, dude. Congratulations. Now it's time to baby-proof everything. I watch Friends and whatnot. You know, they try to, you know, hold their kids' hands up and they try to walk them around the house and whatnot. And it's like, man, that's not a good idea. They're gonna walk at some point. Trust me. Don't encourage them. The sooner you encourage them, the sooner you got to start baby-proofing the house and keeping an eye on them at all times.
Approach to November 1 Quebec is at 6,000 with Mike.
Alright, we're gonna slide in here pretty well.
Alright, 4,200 1 Quebec.
My tip for baby-proofing, get nearly blackout drunk. Anything you hurt yourself on baby-proof works every time. I like that. I like that. This is what I found. That's a good idea. Kelvin, I said wife and baby are doing pretty well though. Yeah, we've been a little low on sleep the last few nights, but we're hanging in there.
135.44220.
Bill Foley, take it easy, man. We'll see ya. She was talking to the Dax this week. Said hi and all. Nice, man.
Left traffic, clear visual 12 left 1 Quebec.
She's not all shy and whatnot.
SoCal approach, Skyhawk 220 data 5,000.
He got the visual. Oh, I see. They started getting vectors. Okay. So
208, approach, roger.
Vegas should be out in that area somewhere. So we should start getting descents and vectors here fairly soon, I would think.
We are heading 220.
I have a 7-year-old. When she was a toddler, we didn't proof anything other than putting gate over the stairs. Yeah, I mean, that's probably what we're going to do. Like, I'm going to stick, you know, I'll stick the little things in the electrical outlets and make sure that they're, you know, those are safe and put a gate up. But, like, my house, I keep my house pretty minimal anyway. Like, there's not a lot of stuff to really kill yourself on. Blackhawk 2000, good to see you, my friend. Happy Friday. Hope you're doing well. I don't know. We'll see when the time comes. We've still got a few months to go before baby proofing.
November 1 to Romeo is back connect. November 851 Tango Sierra, contact approach 133.95.
Retard.
Simulator 72, welcome to the Bear of the Month Club. Thank you for your support. Cheers to you, buddy. Appreciate it.
25-7, welcome back.
717
Las Vegas
Tango
approach
Sierra,
north, level 1,
descend
Tango,
and maintain 6000, vector for approach.
360, 6000 vectors, 7 Tango Sierra. Okay, 360. Heading 6000. Set. Vertical speed.
Approach November 851, Tango Sierra 6000.
November 1 Quebec, North Las Vegas Tower,
So
and we
1,000
want
feet
to
per minute on that.
land, wind 170 at 3.
And we'll start looking for the airport.
November 851 Tango Sierra, Las Vegas approach, descend and maintain 4200.
On a 4201, Tango Sierra.
So they're going the yellow. No big deal with that. Barry McBride, welcome aboard. Have not been here in a while. Congrats on the baby. We have 2 twin girls, 20 years old. They walked 2 days apart. Good luck.
November 3, Alpha,
The nonchalant way you just say good luck there. That fills me with joy. Barry McBride, good to see you. Happy Friday. Welcome aboard. Baby just turned 3 weeks yesterday. 3 weeks.
And the other aircraft calling the same time again.
So yeah, we still got some time before things get hairy. Right now we're just dealing with crying and diapers. Constant crying and diapers.
Have a good day.
Daughter started being mobile by laying on her back, arching up, scooting the back of her head around and pushing with her legs. She put a bald spot on her head about that at the time. Nice, dude. Well, Molly is already, like, she's already trying to, like, roll herself around whenever she's free of the swaddle. So I have a fear that she's going to be mobile a little earlier than we may want. Thank you, guys. I appreciate it. Have you asked her to stop crying? Countlessly. I've tried to ask her to articulate what's wrong with her, too. And all she does is continue to cry. So we know that crying can mean one of 3 things. She's hungry, she soiled herself, or she has gas. Like, once you figure out which of those 3 things it is, you're okay. Sometimes we'll say 3.5 because sometimes it could be that she wants to be held. But more often than not, if she wants to be held, it's because she's got gas. I want an adult swaddle. Dude, how awesome would that be? Do you own a snoo crib? I don't even know what that is. I do not, but that looks pretty sweet. Is the baby strapped into it? Huh. Never heard of it before. No, don't have one of those. I have a portable bassinet that sits up here in my office that we take with us when we go places. We have the crib in her nursery, and we have a pack and play downstairs, and that's it. That looks pretty sweet though. Yeah, it also looks kind of pricey.
Retard.
Snoo crib. Oh, not that bad. Baby Bjorn Cradle. Is it the same thing? This whole thing looks very, very like something you'd find at IKEA. Huh. Interesting. No, don't have one of those. All right. There's the strip. There's Vegas. I'm guessing North Las Vegas will be next. We'll get the frequency tuned in for that. Adjust some volumes here a little bit. North Las Vegas Tower is 25.7. Good to go there. And Max wants me to ask for the jet center. Max, where's the jet center at, dude? It's not on my chart here. Oh, the jet center's at PGA. Never mind. Yeah. Forget it.
Get on the 1 to if you like the right side device.
Alright, so there's McCarran. Up here should be North Las Vegas. We're not going to get any time soon, though. But we are we're probably 10 miles away right now. McLaren strollers are great, but they aren't cheap. Maybe with the stroller covered.
Diamond 717, contact Las Vegas approach 133.95.
33.95, 7 take us here. Alright, 33.95. Vegas approach, Diamond 717, Tango Sierra 6000.
Diamond 717, Tango Sierra, Las Vegas approach, descend and maintain 4,200.
4,200, Diamond 7, Tango Sierra. Okay, vertical speed. Oh, nope, sorry. Alts. 4,200. Vertical speed down. We'll pull the power this time. Okay. Karen Airport. Euphoric Ridge. I missed your sub, dude. Did that not go off?
Parking via Delta, Kilo, Bravo, cross runway.
Yeah, it went. Euphoric Ranger, thank you very much for 12 months of support. 1 whole year. Thanks for the streams. You're awesome. Congratulations, addition to the Shuff family. Euphoric Ranger, thank you very much, my friend. Cheers to you, buddy. I do appreciate it. November Papa, how you doing? First baby's always the best thing ever happened. I can deal with the annoyance any day. Yeah, dude, I'm cool with it now. She only smiles when she poops, but you know, it still gives you the warm and fuzzies. I think we're gonna end up sticking with just 1 too. So that's my goal. I don't feel the need for 2. I think that's the airport right there. Yeah. SoCal approach, Diamond 717 Tango Sierra has North Las Vegas in sight.
Diamond 7 Tango Sierra, clear visual approach, runway 1 to left, make left traffic.
Visual approach 12 left traffic, 7 Tango Sierra. All right, airport elevation we're looking at is 2,200 feet. It's pattern altitude for our plane is going to be 3,700 feet. Turn our flight director off. J10GB, how you doing, Justin? Good to see you, my friend. I'm 100% one and done with kids. Yeah. I think that's gonna be the plan. What did I say? 3,700 feet for the pattern. Yep, there it is right there. Make sure we stay out of Nellis's airspace if we can. Stay as far away from them as possible, I should say. 25.7, 7 Tango Sierra, we'll see you. North Las Vegas Tower, Diamond 717 Tango Sierra, 4 miles southeast. Coming left downwind, runway 12 left.
Diamond 717 Tango Sierra, North Las Vegas Tower, runway 12 left, clear to land, wind 170
Clear to land, 12 left. It's 7 Tango Sierra.
708, descend and maintain 2,500, airport to 1 o'clock on 7 miles.
136 and 119 for the flap speeds. It's good to hand fly.
Cessna 088, descend and maintain 2,500, airport 1 o'clock, 7 miles.
Hawkfish 3, good to see you. Cage and Cacti, welcome aboard. There's never a guarantee that you get one boy and one girl.
2,500 to 2,500.
Nico's already working on number 2. Good for you, man. I'll practice for number 2. Make sure that doesn't happen, though. I was an only child growing up, so I'm totally fine with that myself. All right, 136 for approach flaps.
John Wayne Tower, Caravan 5712 Romeo, 20 left, Lima, ready to go.
All right, there's 136. And there's flaps.
Cessna 088, fly heading 240.
Get a shift change. Gear down.
Cessna 22088, fly heading 240.
Base turn. Don't need to come down 1,100 feet per minute, that's for sure.
We're 5712 Romeo, John Wayne Tower.
Oh boy.
Variable at 3. Runway 20 left, cleared for takeoff.
Clear for takeoff, 20 left, London 12 Romeo.
Cessna 088, safe flight conditions.
It's final. Bob's full.
Okay, airport is 1 to, correction 12 to 1 o'clock and 3.5 miles.
Okay, gear down, 3 green, flaps down indicated. 1-2 left in sight. Clearance received.
Picture squawk code before you go. There's squawk 6427.
There we go. Oh, 22647. That should be what we've got there now. 5712.
Yep, looks good now, thanks. Number 2 Sierra Papa, drop heading 090 vectors, localize runway 27 approach.
John Lake ground, Archer 829 Juliet's on the west ramp with information from Victor like the taxi to run up.
Archer 829 Juliet, John Lake ground taxi.
All right.
Run up near Bravo.
Easy enough.
Midfield run up near Bravo, 829 Juliet.
Dude, it wasn't that firm. It was a little firm, but it wasn't that firm.
Number 088, clear visual approach, runway 24. Cessna 088, contact Fulton Tower 119.1. Number 102, Charlie Foxtrot, descend and maintain 7,000.
He just got super busy, too.
Fulton Tower, Sky 22080, for runway 24. Full stop landing. Number 22088, Fulton Tower, runway 24, clear line. Runway 24, clear line, 22088. Or 12 Romeo, contact departure.
Over to departure, 12 Romeo.
North Las Vegas Tower, Diamond 717 Tango Sierra, clear Kilo.
717 Tango Sierra, taxi via Kilo and Bravo's to the ramp, cross runway 12 right, remain this frequency.
Kilo Bravo, ramp cross 12 right, your frequency 7 Tango Sierra, we'll see you soon. Okay. I'm happy enough with that landing. Coming in real fast, though. It's real weird coming in 90 knots in that little teeny narrow runway. Clear right. Clear left.
For 982 Tango Bravo, descend at pilot's discretion, maintain flight level 240. For 2 Charlie Foxtrot, flying 350.
Alright. And come off.
degrees left.
And we'll taxi down here closer to the terminal.
Car traffic, 3 o'clock and 2.5 miles northbound. Altitude indicates 4,500.
We good?
It's going to pass behind you.
That's cool, man. Yeah, it was a neat approach. I wasn't expecting to come in, you know, come wrap around like that when I planned the flight out. So I figured we'd just end up getting straight in like 3-0 and call it a day. But it was neat coming in from that side. Compared to my landings, it was a greaser. Ha! I'll take it. Don't forget to fill your divots. Don't hate. Don't hate. That's a golf joke. I can appreciate that. These planes do not want to taxi straight.
Okay, man, 12 Romeo, turn right heading 360.
There's somebody, there's some guys parked over there. The entourage. We'll go park by them. All right, now moving there. We can turn him off now. Turn our lights off. And transponder, VFR, transponder, all good. Oops, somebody coming out here. Apparently he wants to play chicken. Who dat? Close enough. All right, park brake set. Good there. And then we can turn the avionics off. There we go. Master right, master left. Pitot heat. That comes off. And down here. I had my cross feed the whole time. Whoops. My bad. My bad. They still worked. Dogo DR, thank you very much for the bits, my friend. He says, here, 700 bits for Daddy ERS, Emergency Response Satchel. I like that. I appreciate it. Dogo, thank you very much, man. Cheers. What is this parking job? Played chicken like the 172, the PC-12 the other day. I think I missed that one. All right. Well, we're going to do another flight. But I'm going to stand up and stretch legs here for a few minutes. So you guys know the drill. If you're sticking around, thank you so much for stopping by. Or, sorry, if you're leaving, thank you so much for stopping by. If you're sticking around, we'll see you here in a couple more minutes. And, yeah, flight number 2. Flight number 2 is going to take us north Las Vegas up to the Page Airport out by the Grand Canyon. So hopefully we'll get some nice canyon views on the way out of here. So, yeah, put some music on and we'll be right back. Put ATC on here for a few minutes. There's a couple guys still coming in. Actually, we need to have avionics, which means we need a GPU. We don't have a GPU. Yeah, whatever.
Before Alpha Hotel, descended pilot's discretion, maintain 900,000.
All right, a couple guys are still coming in here, so we'll look for them. Right back, guys.
2 Charlie Foxtrot, descended, maintain 5,000. Contact Las Vegas approach 133.
Blues Master, good to see you, man. Thanks for stopping by at least.
Number 2 Sierra Papa, turn right heading 180. Number 2 Charlie Fox, try to advise you have North Las Vegas Airport inside 11 o'clock, 7 miles. 2 Charlie Fox, try to approach runway 12 left.
Pogo, it has been brought.
2 Charlie Foxtrot, contact North Las Vegas Tower 125.7. Number 2 Sierra Papa, turn right heading to, correction, turn right heading 240, short vector to the localizer, descend and maintain 3000. 2 Sierra Papa, roger, heading 230, be a vector through the localizer, expect another vector to follow. 200 Juliet, contact for departure. For departure, 829 Juliet. North Las Vegas Tower, down 122 Charlie Foxtrot, visual 12 left on the left downwind. Diamond 102 Charlie Foxtrot, North Las Vegas Tower, runway 12 left, clear line. Clear in 12 left, 102 Charlie Foxtrot. November 172 Sierra Papa, 4 miles from Rebo, turn right heading 300, maintain 2,600 until established. On the localizer, clear localizer, runway 27 approach. 2 Sierra Papa, affirmative, maintain 2,600. Archer 829 Juliet, departure radar contact, maintain 3,000, clear approach with.
This should not found. Thanks for the bits, man. I appreciate it. Should probably get another beer, shouldn't I? Let me do that real quick before we get going. All right. Do some flight planning. Tech Claw, how you doing, my friend? Happy Friday. Oxbox, thank you for the link. 20th of November. A Cessna 172 and a Pilatus PC-12 collided on the taxiway in Phoenix. All right, then. Oops. Where did my C go? I don't know, man. Were you prime subbed? If you're prime sub, you gotta hit the button again. If you're not prime sub, maybe your credit card expired or something. Was it a Bud Light? Nah, dude. Berkshire Brewing Company. Hoosac Tunnel Amber Ale. It's pretty good. It's all right. Bud Light, get out of here. Dogo DR, thank you very much for the bits, my friend. Cheers, buddy. I appreciate it. And more diapers and formula. That's what it's all going towards. Okay. So we're making our way up to Page next. See if there is a flight we can pull from here. KPGA. Routes. No Town 5, the Las Vegas VOR, Victor 394 to MMM.
Retard.
That's turboprops, though. It's not going to work for me.
1300 Juliet, VFR traffic, 11 o'clock, 3 miles southeastbound, out indicates 4,500, 510.
Let's do some live planning here with SkyVector. All right, so we're going to go KVGT, KPGA. Pretty sure we're going to come out at Las Vegas here for this departure because that's where they come out of. Yeah, the North Town 5. Yeah. Okay, so we'll plan for that. That may be the route that we have to fly. Means we have to go to 13,000 feet to get up there, though. Holy crap, dude.
Dogodo, what should I do with all these bits? I just dropped a bunch.
This is not found. Thank you for the bits, man. Cheers. Oxbox, thanks for gifting the sub to Tech Claw here for 23 months. Cheers to all three of you guys. I do appreciate it. Thank you very much. I'm drinking Diver Down Imperial Red Ale. That sounds good. Brew Hub in Florida. A Floridian beer being described as good. Impossible. So here's the question. Do we go north and come south? Or do we go south and come north? It really depends. I mean, I would say just come south and go north, right? Ultimately, the page VOR is where we want to end up at. So we can take... Gonna go north. Yeah, I think we'll take Victor. Yeah, we'll take this route that was given to us by 4Flight. Victor 394. Where the hell does that even come from? Victor 394. Victor 394. Huh? Oh, and then there's a big freaking direct. I see. Ooh, that's not going to work at all, is it? We could try. I don't think they're going to give us that, but we can always try for it. Yeah, let's file that. Somebody got it at one point. Should be okay, actually. It's not part of these special flights. It's not part of the SURFA. Like, it's away from everything else. I will add, I'll do PGA. PGA. We need to go to at least... Let's see here, low. So I think 11,000 feet will get us over there because we're above the 10.6 here. If we go further north, we have to get higher. That's not. We're going to be unable to do that, right? Yeah. Okay, great. So 10.6 should get us. Okay, so 11,000 feet will get us there. Cool. All right, IFR. Number 777 Tango Sierra. We're at DA-62 slant Golf. 180 is what we were flying last time. KVGT, KPGA, 11,000 feet.
Turn right when able. Back to Vienna Charlie to the ramp. And remain on this frequency. Updated your rating.
Right on Charlie to the ramp. On your house, sir.
Come on. Off. There we go. Okay, so it's going to be the Northtown 5 to Las Vegas, Victor 394 MMM page, and we're good there. Had my primary card of PayPal was expired. Forgot to update it, then it bounced. If your sub was through Prime, then you have to come back and update it every month. You don't have to be on a Victoria. I know. I'm more worried about the Surfa and all the stuff kind of going on with that. No, you have to be on. I know you don't have to be on a Victoria Airway. But it's like I've never done a lot of planning around this Grand Canyon area, so I wasn't sure really what the controllers were going to try to do with us. We're going to stay in SoCal though, right? Oh no, we'll cross the Denver Center briefly. Cool. Jameson, are you controlling Western U.S. tonight? Oh my God, how many guys do we have going? I think we got a few people heading out of here. Good. Good. Oxbox, take it easy, man. Have a great night. Before I have no idea what they're going to... I know, man. It's all right. Let's kill the music. Hello, everybody. Thanks for sticking around. Part number 2. Flight number 2. We'll see what we get coming out of here. Should be a good time. So we filed flight plan, and this is what we filed. This is wishful thinking. I think they're going to reroute us completely, but depends on how busy he is and what he decides he wants to do with us. So, yeah, we're flying this. If you just joined us, we're flying DA-62 tonight by Aerobask. Pretty sweet little airplane. I love this thing. Go ahead and fuel the full tanks there. Co-pilot, pilot, half luggage. Everything else fantastic. Fill up the O2, fill up the anti-ice. Good. Close all the doors. Remove the chocks. Get the beer out of the way. And we'll go ahead and start these engines up. And we'll get clearance to get out of here. So master on the right side. Fuel pump can come on. And we're going to go fuel actually to the on position this time. Clear right, clear left, clear. Okay, that's good. Fuel pump off. Left fuel pump on. Left master. Actually, watch. When you flip the master switch, props on feather. That's pretty cool. Okay, green. 2 good engines. Good. Alternators are both on. Fantastic. Bring you off. Those switches are all good. Strobe position. Everything else fantastic. All right. You get some charts up here. Airport diagram and the North Town 5. What is the Boulder City? No. Take the North Town 5, add plate, PGA. Actually, we'll leave that alone for now. Okay, clearance delivery here is 24 flat. 24.0. 24.0. Boom.
Both also it's clearance number F1.
Coast Pilot, good to see you, my friend. Happy Friday, welcome aboard. Idle Guns, welcome aboard.
Tango Sierra North Las Vegas, clearance on request.
And North Las Vegas clearance. Diamond 717 Tango Sierra, also IFR page, please.
For 7 Tango Sierra under clearance on request.
Why are my backup avionics not on?
400 Whiskey Roger Airport. Miles wise when you have it in sight.
Cycle of power. That'll bring them up.
400 Whiskey.
When in doubt, reboot.
Roger.
Oh, iPad, yeah, sorry.
For 400 Whiskey, you know what? The visual approach for 2-1 may not work because I don't think I can get you lower. Flying 350 vectors ILS runway 17 approach.
I missed that one.
For 92 Tango Bravo, descend at pilot's discretion, maintain flight level 200.
29er Juliet, contact Charlie Tower 126.8. For 454 Alpha Hotel, North Las Vegas Airport, 12 o'clock, 7 miles, advise you have it inside. 4 Alpha Hotel, approach.
All right. Major reroute in progress, probably. Taco 83, good to see you, man. Happy Friday. Yeah, I don't have any. I have zero expectations about actually keeping this route that we filed.
November 102, Charlie Foxtrot, you're on a flight plan unfiled. Now stand by. I see what the problem is. It looks like you just misspelled something. I'll fix it.
Sorry about that, thanks. John Wayne Tower, Archer 829 Juliet on ILS 20 right.
829 Juliet, John Wayne Tower, wind calm, runway 20 right, it's cleared, low approach.
Cleared low approach, 829 Juliet.
829 Juliet, advisory, copy, approach instructions.
Oh boy.
829 Juliet, ready, copy.
829 Juliet, after completion approach, flighting 230, climb, maintain
Oh,
3000.
excuse me. I apologize, I'm going to yawn a lot on this flight. It's not because we're bored.
829 Juliet, reback, correct.
It's because I'm tired. Did the Dan's Gaming...
Bits for additional coffee that will
The
be
Dan's
needed
Game
for teething.
stuff doesn't work here, does it?
404.
I didn't see if I would assume his cheer modes don't work. I was watching Dan's Gaming this afternoon though. He's a good dude. Dogo DR, thank you very much for the additional bits, man.
Number 851, hey,
I appreciate it. Cheers.
Piper Aerostar, 122.
Bits for additional coffee for teething. Yeah. That's the kind of stuff I'm not looking forward to. Because I know that there's not a lot that we can really do about that. It's just kind of going to happen. There's going to be a lot of crying and discomfort. Are you flying? You're flying VFR, I assume, Max, right?
Your aircraft type is that you filed is not correct. You need to look up what the correct one is, and then fix it for me because I got 3 people waiting, and I don't really have the time to do that right now. So go ahead and fix that for me. Give me a call back. For 454 Alpha Hotel, contact North Las Vegas Tower 125.7. Number 982 Tango Bravo to send a maintain level 180.
This is not found. Thank you very much for the bits.
3 miles west.
Cheers, buddy.
Right, visual.
Max, thank you very much for the bits as well. Cheers to both you guys. I appreciate it.
Runway 12 right, clear to land for Alpha.
Percent 17 Tango Sierra, advisory copy.
Pretty copy. 7 Tango Sierra.
Percent 17 Tango Sierra, clear to the Page Airport, Northtown 5 departure, Las Vegas, and that is filed to climb via the SID, except maintain 5,000. Departure frequency with NLS 135.1, squawk 7213.
Clear to Page Airport, Northtown 5, Las Vegas as filed. Find me the SID, except maintain 5,000. Departure 135.1, squawk 7213, 7 Tango Sierra.
7 Tango Sierra, read back correct.
Okay. So we got what we filed. All right then. Thank you very much for the bits, guys. Cheers. If you actually put a message in there, it would read it. You have the power to make the text-to-speech say really dumb things. Thank you very much, guys. I appreciate it. I'm very humbled. Thanks, guys. Truly. I don't know what to say. Other than we'll be tired and delirious, and there's literally no way that we're going to fly this without any problems. Because this is not an easy departure. Alright, so let's start with this menu. Delete flight plan. We're not at K-Loss, we're at K. V. G. T.
Love ya like a brother at this hole not found, but hate to tell you you're number 2 now, bud.
Max, thank you. Cheers to all you guys. Thank you. Not even gonna go there, Ian. Not even gonna go there.
Who's number 2?
Wait, it thinks that I'm... Wait, no. It thinks that I'm in. It thinks I'm at freaking Las Vegas. Or not? Oh no, no. It thinks I'm departing from Las Vegas now. Great, fantastic. All right, well, whatever. We know we're going to Lost. We'll probably just end up flying this one by hand. I gotta program the computer here, guys, and then I'll come back to you, I promise. Because I'm super grateful. I promise you. Load airway. Victor 394. Taking that all the way up to MMM. What is MMM? Mormon Mesa. We're going to Mormon Mesa today, guys. And then page G. If I can find G. Oh boy. And then K. P. G. A. Whew. All right. Who does number 2 work for? Cheers to both you guys. Thank you very much, Max and This Deal Not Found. Appreciate you guys. Yeah, look what you did, Dogo. I think my baby is now fed and has diapers for at least 2 or 3 months. I think we're good. But thank you. Okay, so we've got the flight plan loaded in there. Let's pop in down here, get our transponder set. 7213. 213. Alt good. And our climb out. So let's go flight level change. We'll set that for 100 knots. Is it 100? We'll do 100 knots. It's fine. And then we're going to go... Oh, yeah, we need to brief this departure. I'm actually going to fly this one. I'm actually going to fly this departure. Let's talk about the Northtown 5 departure out of this airport. Assuming we're going to leave off of 12 right. So it's going to be right turn to 250 to intercept the 313 radial off of Las Vegas at or above 3,700 feet. We're then going to continue... Dogo DR, This You're Not Found, and Sirius Max, thank you guys all very much tonight, man. I really do appreciate it, guys. Truly. I'm humbled. The college fund is next if you keep going. Thank you very much, guys. I really do appreciate it. Seriously, you're too kind. Yeah, so right turn 250, intercept the 313 off of Las Vegas at or above 3,700 feet. We're going to stay below 5,000 feet to Roscoe. Roscoe identified by DME 12. We then make a right turn to intercept the 140 into Las Vegas. And we can continue our climb from there.
Okay, I'm done. Sorry at Thistle, not found.
Thank you, Max. Thank you, This Year Not Found. Thank you, Dogo. You guys are all awesome. So after Roscoe, right turn, intercept the 140 radial back into the Las Vegas VOR, and then fly directly towards Las Vegas. After Roscoe, we can go up to 7,000 feet. So I'm going to punch in 5,000 to begin with here. And then once we cross the 12 DME and head back to Las Vegas, we'll punch in 7,000 feet. And we're good there. So we need to tune in on the nav side of things. We're going to tune in to Las Vegas VOR. Las Vegas VOR is 116.9er. 16.9er. Like so. Las Vegas identified. Change our CDI to VOR1. And we're going to change this to 313 because that's the outbound radial we're going to fly. So course 313. Good there. Good, good, good. And then the initial heading is 250. So 250 on the heading. Here we go. So the heading is set. The course is set. We've tuned in to Las Vegas VOR. And we need to get DME on here as well. How do I get... There we go. Las Vegas DME. 7.9. So we're good there. It's a poor man's DME. I'm not entirely sure. I don't know how the this DME button never actually... Oh, there it is. Oh, yeah, there's DME works. Cool. I'll leave that on anyway. All right. So we've briefed our departure. We've set our nav radios up. We have set our FMC here up. And we've said thank you about 1,000 times to everybody for the bits and for tuning in. And we're good to go here. So, yeah. Grab ground and tower frequencies. Ground's 21.7 to 1.7. Tune that up.
November 1 Quebec. North Las Vegas, runway 25, taxi via Papa Hotel Alpha.
I think one of my buddies just landed.
Hi, Papa Hotel Alpha to 251Q.
Okay. Ground 21.7 and towers 25.7. 25.7. There. Okay, clear left.
400 Whiskey, contact Victorville Tower,
Oh, hello.
11835.
Hey, what's up, buddy? Careful.
Southwest 3414, descend via Lucky 1 arrival.
I'll head over here to hotel.
Victorville Tower, into 214 Whiskey, 5 miles out, ILS 17.
For 214 Whiskey, Victorville Tower, runway 17, clear to land.
All right, so let's do North Las Vegas here.
Number 2 Tango Bravo, proceed direct Santa Barbara Airport.
230, 3 knots, 10 mile visibility, clear skies, 11 Celsius, altimeter 3016.
For 2 Tango Bravo, descend maintain 2000. 200 Julius, want to verify you. Are you requesting you published miss this time?
Jahardy, thank you very much for the bits, man. These bits are not real money, of course not. Totally fake money. Cheers, my friend. Thank you very much. Do appreciate it. Stealth Bob, good to see you, man. I donated virtual bits and many more so than anyone else, so I win right. Of course. Yeah. 100% Bob. How you doing, man?
For 200 Juliet, roger.
North Las Vegas Ground Diamond 717 Tango Sierra Hotel with the weather for taxi.
982 Tango Bravo, traffic 12 o'clock, 6 miles opposite direction, altitude case 5,500.
Diapers, Avgas, whatever you need.
Coast Pilot, thanks for the bits.
Number
Cheers, buddy.
717 Tango Sierra, North Las Vegas, ground runway 12 right at Alpha, taxi via Bravo Alpha.
12 right at Alpha, Bravo Alpha, 7 Tango Sierra.
Number 1Q is ready to go to 5. We're looking for an early switch to Nellis, please.
For 1 Quebec, roger, right downwind departure, and remain on my frequency for now.
So he's flying VFR.
Alright, right traffic, clear to take up 25, with you, 1Q.
What's the next ground? November
So Max is going to take off right here in front of us.
Terminal short of Bravo ready taxi.
Number 851 Tango Sierra, North Las Vegas ground. Runway 12 right at Alpha. Taxi.
Poor Brandon gets stuck with us pretty much every single week now. No matter if we're in Western U.S. or SoCal, it seems.
And 12 right, Bravo Alpha 160.
That's right, you're going to give away. Wait for me. Ha!
Number 2 Tango Bravo Airport, 12 o'clock, 15 miles wise, and you have it in sight.
There he goes.
For 200 Juliet, turn right 020.
See ya!
Baron 1 Quebec, contact departure.
A little shaky there, Max. Nice. Very nice. He's got his fighter jet departure going on there. All right, right turn heading 250. Intercept above 3,700 feet. And no higher than 5,000 feet till 12 DME. Most likely we'll get turned early.
500, Vegas altimeter 3016.
All right, 25-7's tower, departure 35-1.
Visual Tower, 214 Whiskey, on Echo 3, clear of 17, heading in
That says Romeo.
For 400 Whiskey, taxi via Echo
This
and
is
Charlie to the
definitely
right,
Alpha.
21, remain on this frequency.
That one says Alpha, that one said Romeo.
2 Tank Bravo, clear visual approach, runway
Oh no, maybe this is...
Santa Barbara Tower, 100.7.
Oh, I'm on... Okay, I see. I am briefly on Romeo. Whatever. North Las Vegas Tower, Diamond 717 Tango Sierra, holding short 12 right at Alpha.
717 Tango Sierra, North Las Vegas Tower, runway 12 right at Alpha, cleared for takeoff.
Clear for takeoff for me, 12 right at Alpha, North... Diamond 717 Tango Sierra. Alright. Clear left.
November
Clear to the right.
1 Quebec, roger.
And
Las
lights.
Vegas Tower, November
Camera.
Sierra, short 12, right at Alpha.
Action.
Tango Sierra, North Las Vegas Tower, hold short, runway 12 right.
Let's go flying.
12 right, 12.
Alright, trim set? No.
92 Tango Bravo, Santa Barbara Tower, wind calm, runway 25, clear to land.
Here we go.
For 200 Juliet, turn right heading 110. 200 Juliet, see if I can do this without you crossing localizer this time. Sure, go ahead.
Hey, power. Instruments green. Airspeed alive. Positive rate. Gear.
Stand by. Number 7 Tango Sierra, contact departure.
Departure 7 Tango Sierra. We'll see it.
29er Juliet, stand by, answer your question here in just 1 second. You're 5 miles from Lemon, turn right heading 170, maintain 2,500 to establish, clear ILS runway 20 right approach.
Let me turn this down a touch. Las Vegas departure, Diamond 717 Tango Sierra, 2,800 climbing via Northtown 5 SID.
November 717 Tango Sierra, Nels departure radar contact, climb and maintain 11,000.
Climb maintain 11,000, 7 Tango Sierra. That was incorrect. It was climb via SID except maintain 5,000, but it's alright. So 11,000 negates the altitude restriction, the altitude ceiling we would have had.
200 Juliet, that vector may have been a little shallow there. Turn 10 degrees left.
Alright, so 250 on the heading till we intercept now.
And 200 Juliet, your assumption there is correct. I can tell you at this airport pretty much if you go missed approach, unless you request it, you're almost always going to get alternate instructions. So, to be honest there, I'm pretty sure you'll always get an instruction before then, but I think
okay, takeoff, gear up, lights are out, flaps are up and indicated.
If you didn't receive anything else, the only other thing I could think of is you could do
we can pull power back too.
Then you could maybe proceed to the alternate missed approach fix, but
climb
it
power.
doesn't actually specify. I'd have to look that up myself. I'm not quite sure.
Okay, the VOR's coming in. Let's go nav. Which one's nav? Movement started.
Yeah, Juliet, no problem. I can tell you though that unless it's like a lost comm situation, you'd almost never reach that point before you got some type of other instruction.
Let's start turning into this one.
Roger.
And we'll stay on this course now until 12 DME. Yeah.
Number 7 Tango Sierra, continue right turn, clear direct Las Vegas.
Right turn direct Las Vegas, 7 Tango Sierra.
Number 851
Right then.
Tango Sierra, runway 1 right and Alpha, clear for takeoff.
Clear for takeoff, 1 Q, right, 1 Tango Sierra.
So just keep that turn alive. And then we'll pop ourselves back over to GPS mode here once we get direct.
Tower 126.8. November 85, curve 200 Juliet power, I'll shoot that for you.
John Wayne Tower, Archer 829 Juliet, last 20 right. We're going to go missed on this as well.
Archer 1800 Juliet, John Wayne Tower, runway 20 right, cleared low approach, and you can expect the published procedure on this one.
All right, cleared low approach. And,
all right, and there's direct Las Vegas.
Southwest 3414, contact LA.
Autopilot on now.
Number 1 Tango Sierra, contact Mel's departure. What departure will you answer? 717 Tango Sierra, contact Las Vegas approach 118.4.
18-4, 7 Tango Sierra.
November 1 Quebec, contact Las Vegas approach 133.95.
Just gotta be paying attention here because he's gonna come quick. 18-4.
851 Tango Sierra,
okay, we're direct. Bit there. We'll call in, and then we'll get the GPS set up, ready to go. Las Vegas approach. Diamond 717 Tango Sierra 7,500, climbing 11,000.
Number 1 Quebec, Las Vegas approach, altimeter 3016.
Direct.
717 Tango Sierra, Las Vegas altimeter 3016.
16.
Southwest 3414.
Okay, so direct puts us then direct Las Vegas on the GPS. We'll come down here. We're going to go to back CDI to GPS. We're back in roll mode, so we'll go back to nav mode here. So now we're nav. Flight level change. We're good there. In GPS mode, direct to Las Vegas, and then off on our flight plan from there. Cool. And that's usually what ends up happening coming out of there. Like, very seldom have I actually flown the full departure heading out of North Las Vegas like that. We do Vegas. We have Vegas Tower here. Yeah.
7 Tango Sierra, clear direct Mormon Mesa VOR.
Direct Mormon Mesa VOR, 7 Tango Sierra. Okay, so we'll start a big ass left turn here. Go to heading mode. Boom.
Great 51 Tango Sierra, turn right direct Las Vegas VOR.
Down here, we're going to go to flight plan. There's that. There we go. Mormon Mesa, and then direct, activate, and back out of flight plan there. We should go back to nav mode. So nav mode GPS, and now we're direct Mormon Mesa. So where for? There's McCarran. So there's the strip. There's McCarran. Here's us. Up we go. Whew. All right. Okay, you guys got him. Sorry.
8233 Charlie Squawk 5016. Maintain VFR.
Joe Manzinski, how you doing, man? KPGA, good to see you. Cessna 9DS, welcome aboard. Thank you guys for taking care of that.
John Wayne Tower 829 Juliet's going missed.
Oh no, that's not a timeout, man. That's a full-on ban.
This is published over to Southern Cal with 8.1 829 Juliet.
We got it covered though.
North of Las Vegas, clearance November 454 Alpha Hotel. I fired a page meeting.
November 454 Alpha Hotel, North Las Vegas, clearance on request.
All right, he's coming to Page with us, man. You should have hopped into TBM, Andy. Keep up with us. It's all right, though. So, yeah. Here was us coming out of there. So, make that big right turn. And then they just tell us, keep the turn going. Otherwise, we would have had to have flown this. What this guy's doing. Bringing it back around. Then Max is up here. Flying VFR. Who's that? Oh, Ian. Oh, Ian's in the Diamond, too. He's also flying VFR, I'm guessing.
1500, proceed direct Seal Beach VOR, hold is published.
Cool. It's 11,000 feet. Get ourselves accelerating here. Off we go. Plan was challenged enough. Fair enough. It's all good, man. Funny story about the city of Page. Parents are having a trip to Page, and at 10 a.m. they got like 10 calls from my mom. Finally answered. She's freaking out because she lost her car keys. On a random Saturday, I had to call out of work and drive 4 hours to Page to deliver a spare set of keys. Nice. Chris Cap, have a good night, man. Thanks for joining us.
By the Northtown 5 departure, direct from caught by this except maintain 5,000.
There you go.
51054 Alpha Hotel. 4 Alpha Hotel, back.
Why am I hearing him? I'm on the wrong frequency. I'm on the wrong frequency. I shouldn't be hearing him.
351 Tango Sierra Las Vegas Pro Charger Alpha 3016.
No, I am on the wrong. I am on the wait. Am I? Oh, I'm on. Oh no, I'm on comm 2. Oh no. This whole time I've been on tower. Approach Diamond 7 Tango Sierra. Can you verify which frequency we should be on?
133.905. It looks like that's what you're transmitting on, but you're also monitoring 125.7.
And Vegas 7 Tango Sierra. Just want to verify you're still getting me.
Affirmative.
Thank you. So somehow I was showing up on 3395, even though I was broadcasting on tower, but 3395 wasn't tuned in. Whatever, man. It was working. Possible pilot deviation. Let me know about that. Yeah. Let me know when you have a number. Because I'm like, I shouldn't have been hearing that guy on clearance delivery. There's no way.
Southwest 3414, SoCal approach, Roger.
Page is a beautiful town. Place 8 miles west called Horseshoe Bend. Absolutely stunning. I think Max has got some footage going in and out of Page when he was out there last month. So I'll have to go dig through it and see what he's got.
Number 1 Quebec contact Los Angeles Center 124.85.
Space Station looks like I missed something big. Maybe. We're cruising along though. We're just chilling.
November 1 Quebec contact Los Angeles Center 124.85.
How long should I don't know what you're talking about, Space Dandy. We have roughly an hour or so until we get to Page. Maybe a little bit quicker. Actually, I'm surprised it's going to take that long, but
Approach November 8.
I was hoping for some good tailwinds.
Our squawk, please.
No such luck. Northern Arizona is beautiful. Southern Arizona is quite ugly. Makes sense.
8233 Charlie negative. I don't see a verifier squawking mode Charlie in 5016.
My wife went to Sonoma last year. Was it last year? Might have been 2 years ago. My wife's been to Sonoma at some point, and the pictures she had were absolutely stunning. Like that area looked amazing.
November 1 Quebec contact LA Center 1.
I just want to go out there and fly. Like I'd love to go out there, rent a plane, and just kind of fly around and see the desert from the air like that. That's sort of my response for going anywhere at this point, though. Win the tailwinds. I don't think we're hitting jackpot today. We might get. It looks like we might get 4 knots once we make the turn up here, but the winds are pretty. The winds are pretty bad. Yeah.
Number 8233 Charlie, radar contact 17 miles west of Morro Bay. Say approach request and verifying the weather at San Luis and maintain VFR for now.
Yeah, the best I could get, yeah, like 4 knots is about as good as we're gonna get.
Runway 11 and level at 4,000 feet.
Let's see here. How high would we have to get for decent winds? The tailwinds are garbage all the way up and well into the flight levels too, so. I'm giving her all she's got, Captain. This is it. And of course it got cloudy out too, so you can't even look out the window.
November 1, Quebec, Las Vegas approach.
Come to Arizona after February, I can take you. I was thinking there's no Sonoma in Arizona. Oh, Sedona. Sorry, you're right, Sedona. It's the same thing. You know what I... See, I said Sonoma. You still know what I meant. But yes, Sedona. Sorry. North of Phoenix is nice. Heading to Sedona and Flagstaff. South to Tucson. Yuma's boring. Sun flies south all the time and is tired of it. Makes sense. What does your son fly? Small planes, big planes, medium planes? We're skimming like right on the top of this cloud deck. Kind of cool.
We're 29 Juliet, traffic 11 o'clock, 3.5 miles northeastbound, up indicates 2,700.
You know what Southern Arizona looks like? Dirt. And dead plants. Yeah, I can see that. I know surprisingly little about the desert Southwest. Like, I've done, I rented a car when we were in Las Vegas years ago, and we drove out to the Hoover Dam, and that's pretty much the extent of my desert driving. We did have a car last year, or I should say in September, when we went to Palm Springs, and we drove to Palm Springs via the Banning Pass, and then we drove from Palm Springs over the mountains, sort of on the south side there. So actually, we went through French Valley and stopped at a winery. But even that was still very, very scenic and whatnot. Like, it was definitely desert.
One Quebec's back. Apologize. We had the girls had a couple issues in the back there. Deal with that.
Quebec, no problem. Contact
Definitely a desert down there, but it was at least sort of mountainous and rugged and kind of pretty.
Reporters, correction 904 Golf Whiskey Radar contact. Maintain VFR Santa Maria altimeter 3014.
CQR Smokey, good to see you, man. Hope you're doing well. Yeah, it'd be nice if we broke through the clouds and could actually see some of the ortho.
Quebec, Los Angeles Center.
Seeing as how we're flying north of the Grand Canyon.
St. George altimeter 3019.
And it should be very pretty.
851 Tango Sierra, contact
Cessna working on instrument rating, has oral exam tomorrow, flies check ride next week. Nice. So he's obviously doing a 141 then. Is he flying with Riddle or something out there? Am I using FS Global? I am. Hoongate, welcome aboard. Yeah, we're using FS Global Real Weather. It's giving us a nice layer that we're skirting across here.
851 Tango Sierra, Los Angeles Center, Roger, Vegas altimeter 3016.
It looks like you're going to break out of it soon, but I think it's just going to be dead on overcast pretty much the whole way. University of North Dakota at Williams Field. Got it. Okay. Bill 4LD, welcome back, my friend. How was your drive?
Maintain 3,000.
Big 141 schools, Arizona, ATP, UND, and Riddle. Gotcha.
We're 33 Charlie, 6 miles from Creepy, turn right heading.
Max should know 1 Quebec is a citation. I'm sure he does. He's been watching a lot of Captain Moonbeam lately, so he's got 2Q in the mind.
ILS 11 approach.
1300 Juliet, VFR traffic is 1 becoming 12.
2Q is the XL.
1 mile, altitude indicates 2,500, appears to be descending.
What is 1Q? 1Q is a Caravan. Oh, right. That's right. They own both of them, don't they? I forgot that the Caravan was even 1 Quebec.
Number 717 Tango Sierra, contact LA Center 124.85.
2045, 7 Tango Sierra.
4 Alpha Hotel, contact Nellis departure.
2485.
Yeah, 135.1.
Center Diamond 717 Tango Sierra 11,000.
717 917 Tango Sierra, Los Angeles Center, Roger, St. George, altimeter 3019.
19. Okay, 19, Roger. Ooh, we're breaking out. A little gap in the clouds. Let's do view external ride along. There we go. That's a little better, right? Briefly.
454 Alpha Hotel, Nellis departure radar contact, on to maintain 1000. Southwest 3414, contact Lindbergh Tower, 118.
That's an ugly plane. Are you talking about the livery or the actual design of the airplane?
November 29 Juliet, expect for the clearance at 03.
I think we're just slow, Max.
When you're ready for your next approach.
I'm a little surprised at how long this is going to take. Like, I wasn't expecting an hour in the air. By the way, you want to see an ugly plane. Diamond hybrid aircraft. So Diamond just did a flight with a multi-engine hybrid aircraft. There has to be a better picture than that. Yeah, here we go. Look at this thing. It's a modified DA-40. It's a modified DA-40 where they put 2 electric engines on the front of it. That thing, with canards, that thing is ugly. Okay.
04 Golf Whiskey. Can you verify your destination is Santa Barbara for me?
I think it's super ugly. That's like 757 levels of ugly, right? Yeah? Huh? Still pretty sweet plane. I'd fly that thing in a heartbeat. Yeah, the hybrid. Yeah. Why Spanish flag? It's just the tail number that we happen to be flying is Spanish. Like this particular livery is a Spanish tail number. Dude, but the thing is like this, the 42 that we flew looks beautiful on the ramp, man. Like you see that thing and you're like, that's an impressive looking plane. Let's see if we can find a picture.
Hotel, turn right, direct Las Vegas, resume navigation.
Oh man, Max, when did you fly that thing the first time? Definitely have a picture of it on the ramp then. That's us in the plane. No, it's a nice thunderstorm though. We got in right before this thing hit us. Must be further up here. Oh, here it is. Like, so this is the 42 that Max rented. He came up visiting me, and that thing actually looked really cool on the ramp. Like, I think it's a beautiful plane.
Negative.
But I also think that's better. I think it's better looking than the 62.
Merging targets with you at the same altitude indicates 9,500 unverified type unknown.
Oh dear. All right, we're looking. I guess 1 Quebec. We don't see him.
I should have asked for direct page. Would have been a nice shortcut. Those two guys are about to have a formation flight, and I'm not even sure they're prepared for it. So yeah, those engines are mounted on the canard. They modified a DA-40, not even a DA-42 or a DA-62, a DA-40, which is normally a single-engine piston. Do a search for Diamond Hybrid First Flight if you're interested. It's actually a pretty cool. Like, it's not a very good-looking plane, but it is a pretty cool thing. A pretty cool thing that they're working on.
You want to just squawk 500? We can do it on our own. Or are you okay with this? I don't know what's going on, to be honest. But
November 1 Quebec, yeah, to be honest, that's either that or he's got a squawk standby. For now,
hey, yeah, good to see you. Welcome aboard and happy Friday.
Radar service terminated, frequency change approved.
Alright, 1200, and I think I know who the character is. We'll give him a buzz, and we'll get back to you if that works.
Yeah, no problem.
Looks like a startled
duck.
duck.
Service here. Apologize, I didn't
really?
That, so.
No, that's okay.
You talking about the 42 or you talking about that hybrid 40?
3014. Southwest 3414 left, one able taxi via Bravo to the ramp, remain this frequency.
Yeah, dude.
454 Alpha Hotel, contact Las Vegas, approach 1114.
Ian, you can't do that.
Number 8233 Charlie, contact San Luis Tower 1.
Aren't you guys aren't in Discord? No, you're not. Okay. Is Ian even here? Oh dear.
Over 454 Alpha Hotel, Las Vegas, approach altimeter 3018. Number 8233 Charlie,
Anyway,
San Luis
that diamond's
Tower,
cool.
11, clear to land.
Thing's fast, nimble. Handles weird.
November 1, correct?
Yeah, talked to dispatch in Houston. They figured it out. So, we can
Do you have anywhere where your current settings aren't explained? Charge 757. Yeah. If you go to any YouTube video on my channel, and every video in the description has a link to my my rendering settings, and those are up to date.
Number 1, Quebec, radar contact.
I don't have an easy way to get you a link to them right now, or I would. I'm sorry. My first time checking you out, game. Just happy to be here, enjoying the stream. Good to have you here, though. I'm apologize that there's not much more to see. The last flight was definitely more scenic. Right now we're just kind of stuck in the clouds. I was hoping we'd break free of these at some point, but we shall see, I guess. What is Page reporting? Broken 5,000.
Number 1, Sierra Charlie, holding ground, clearance on request.
Yeah, so I think we're going to be like skirting right along this layer here pretty much the whole way out there.
1 correct, standby.
That's how it goes, though.
Southwest 794 descend via the Rocker 2 arrival, but rank altimeter 3013.
3013.
I assume you know canard is French for duck.
Number 1 Quebec.
Is it good now? No alarm dinging on the radar?
1 Quebec, yeah, no problem. As long as he's squawking in the standby, it's not a problem.
Fantastic.
Oh.
Thank you.
Thank
Good
you.
bit of rain in Arizona. Yeah, even SoCal got hit pretty hard. It's like 2 weeks ago, SoCal was on fire, and then last week, SoCal was covered in mud. They can't catch a break. What can we click in here?
Number 1 Sierra Charlie,
Oh,
holding ground, clear to the
they support
Lancaster
AvTab.
Airport. After
That's
departure,
cool.
Fighting 120.
I don't have AvTab, though.
Radar vectors to join Victor 23 and then as filed.
I'm not sure what AvTab is. I've heard people talking about it.
After departure.
They speak about it with reverence.
Squawk 4405.
But I don't know what it is. Oh man, Ian,
Number 1 Sierra Charlie, read back correct.
can you send that? Ian, send me a link to that on Discord, please.
Pilot deviation. You should be directed to Las Vegas VOR. You appear to be on about 090 heading. Fort Alpha Hotel, Roger. Well, you're kind of past Vegas now, so I'll tell you what. Flighting 1001 able clear direct Peach Springs.
Yeah, Ian, send me a link to that on Discord. I want to pull it up here on stream. What's a scary red placard to the left of the lower left of the gear handle? Emergency gear extension, 162 knots max, gear unsafe. So I'm guessing I'm guessing we pull that thing and bring the gear down in case, there's a problem.
Number 904 Golf Whiskey advising you have Santa Barbara.
I assume that's what you're talking about. AvTab equals budget 4 flight. Got it. It's in airplanes. Okay, thank you. It's loud. Noted. Oh yeah.
Retard.
What's with the quality here, man? Where's my HD? Yeah, we were racing a thunderstorm out of here. Like, it was gnarly. Chard757, thank you very much for your support and welcome to the Beer of the Month Club. Cheers to you, my friend. I appreciate it. Yeah, look at my head. I had maybe a half an inch of clearance above my head. It was a bit of a tight squeeze. That's what she said. I ducked just to make sure I didn't hit my head, and then there's like no extra room whatsoever. Oh, this is a cool video, man.
Number 8233 Charlie, exit.
God, that plane was cool. When are you gonna get that thing again, Max? I like it. Thanks for sharing that, man. Yeah.
Southwest 794, contact LA Center 13.
We got more.
35-5 Southwest 794.
4 Golf Whiskey, just a heads up, you plan on runway 25.
I hear the baby crying. What am I looking for here? Photos. So we took off out of Beverly, and as we're climbing out of Beverly, they turned us towards a damn thunderstorm. And like that thing was pretty gnarly here. And I'm like, dude, we should probably turn. Like we were literally aimed at the thunderstorm. So they finally turned us. This is the thunderstorm to the right of us here. Like that thing was just humongous. I think the echo tops were like 40,000 feet. And then after that video I showed you here, leaving OQU, here's this line of storms that are just marching towards the field. Like it looked super gnarly. And then we raced them coming into White Plains, and they looked super gnarly again. Like we were basically just racing thunderstorms that entire trip. It was pretty crazy. Yeah, it was good. It was fun. It was a fun trip. If you get the opportunity to, I highly recommend traveling across the country via GA, because it's a very different experience. Why didn't you get an ATPL? Because I got my degree in organizational leadership and started doing very well for myself before I even got at all interested in flying. At this point, I would take quite a massive pay cut if I wanted to go pursue an ATP. DC-3, yeah, there was a DC-3 on the ground, wasn't there? If you turn the volume with the baby magically stops crying. Ooh, man. Too soon? Here, Ian wanted me to share this too. This is what it looked like when we were taking off out of Rhode Island. Pretty gnarly. Ian, what did you say? We made it by like 10 minutes, if that. It was close. It was super close, yeah. But yeah, as far as the ATP, like I have no interest in pursuing an ATP. Like, I mean, flying is fun. It's a good hobby to have, but to like make it a job, I don't really want to make another hobby a job. If something comes up, if there's an interesting thing that comes up down the road, I certainly won't say no. But as of right now, I'm quite content with my current pace.
Brand 04 Golf Whiskey, I'd say your distance judgment is a little bit off there. Looks like you're about 2 miles north of the field. Kind of right base, runway 25, and wind calm, runway 25, clear to land.
All right. 30 minutes, okay. I think it was closer than that. Yeah. Sorry, it was 30 minutes. It was totally 30 minutes. Yeah. We may have some crazy airspace, but we don't have to deal with that. Yeah. I mean, we don't get the storms that often. Like that was a pretty, that day in particular was pretty bonkers but we normally don't have that issue. I mean, we get like the ice and the snow sometimes, and that's about as bad as it gets. I think I've actually got a picture. Let's see if I can find this. I had a picture of Max and I
Whiskey, runway
in his plane. Oh yeah, here we go.
Looks like you're maybe lining up for a different runway. So I would advise you overfly the field and you kind of left traffic now for runway.
Yeah, we went down and Max picked me up, went down and we had lunch with Keith, and took this. So we weren't quite in danger of icing. We ended up actually not being in really any snow. Like, it was a little bit of snow, but not too bad. But we sort of skirted along the lines here to make our way over to Beverly. We were definitely like looking out and making sure there was nothing, nothing forming up. But like, this is the other problem. This is the bigger problem that you get in this part of the country, especially this time of the year. Is you just have these rain snow lines that form, and it goes from like harmless rain to, oh yeah, it's going to knock your airplane out of the sky levels of ice. Now, Max's plane is Fiki and, could fly into that stuff without really any issue. But, it's a thing you got to consider when you're in a little Piper or a Cessna or whatever. What's up? Yeah, that is a waypoint. We had a pretty good amount of snow that year, too. Yeah, I have one. I had a couple earlier this year. We were my buddy Andy, who's flying along with us here. We were dodging snow squalls coming back from Plymouth back around the city to Beverly, and there was a couple squalls on either side of us that were like, all right, we're not going to fly through that. There's a FAF at Phoenix called "Was Up." I like it. There's some pretty good waypoint names around here. My only concern about flying across the country in GA, sometimes I have to pee. That's difficult to do in 99% of GA planes. Dude, if you plan your stops every like 2.5 hours, it's not that big a deal. Like you can, I mean, I don't know about you, but I can plan ahead and make sure that, I can make it at least 2 hours between stops. And honestly, if you got to pee, then you just divert. You find an air, like we did that. We've done that before too. You find an airport along the way, be like, all right, I'm going to go here and use their restroom facilities, and we'll talk to you guys here in a few minutes. Yeah, I flew down to Texas, and then we also flew to back to Indiana one time too. Paco Bork, good to see you, man. Using the stream bonus to put in a pool. Last true family, man. Paco Bork, I approve, buddy. Cheers and happy Friday, man. How you doing? Yeah, coming back from South Bend, where it was like we were basically cleared direct to White Plains, like 600 miles away. But then we had to divert 300 miles in because all three of us had to pee. Ryan 83B, good to see it. I can go 8 hours at my shift at the restaurant job. Well, good for you, man, because I can't go that long. No way. Asked Sirius Max about flying into Florida, says Ernie the Cat, during October. Has some experience where I told him it would either be the best weather of the year or a hurricane. He got the hurricane. Yeah, he did. They ended up flying up here, actually, and hanging out with me for a couple of hours that evening, or one of those evenings. It was like right around his birthday. You don't have much of a choice in the restaurant industry. Tip your servers. Fair point. I got you there. Just finished ORD to EGLL. Yeah. Great makings for a Friday night when the wife is away. That's a good way to spend a Friday night. Yeah. Gussie 96, good to see it. We're about half an hour out. As you can see, very, very scenic flight here. Lots to look at. I'm slightly disappointed by the lack of scenery right now, but not at all surprised because this is how it usually goes when I'm flying around. Is this aircraft study level simulation? I don't think so. They have modeled the circuit breakers, which is cool. It's actually trying to. I think they do stuff. But yeah, they I don't think you'd call it study level, but I don't know. Like GA plane study level is kind of a whatever. They're not super complex planes to begin with. Most of the work and like most of the avionics and most of the complexity in this comes in the G1000 that comes stock with the sim. Like the plane itself is actually, there's not. I know they've done a lot of custom work, but nothing super crazy. Anyone having issues with default X-Plane 11 weather and icing and cold rain? As in, is it happening or is it not supposed to happen? Pepperhawk, good to see it.
302218.
We're starting to lose our frequency here. He should probably hand us off soon.
One Sierra Charlie flighting 150. Join Victor 23. Resume navigation.
Yeah, I assume we'll get a handoff another frequency here in a moment, but I have no idea. Max is still on this frequency. Get a little fuzzy. Ice detected. All right. Let's turn the anti-ice on. Try to keep ourselves from dying. It's the first time I've seen ice detected on this airplane. So this plane uses TKS fluid. We'll just leave that on a nice little trickle here.
Number 1800 Juliet.
Till we get out of some of this crap.
Number 1800 Juliet, roger. Cross, correction, climb and maintain 4000. Cross Seal Beach at 4000. Clear downwards. 120 approach.
That crashes in the 763, the TBM 900 with full anti-ice systems on. Interesting. This plane's missing adaptive cruise control would make tailgating max easier. Yeah. Well, I certainly picked a really nice flight here. Beautiful scenery. Lots going on. Only the best. How far down do we have to go before we can... Oh, see, we're just in it. But I don't think we can get down any lower. Nah, we're kind of stuck at this altitude, I think. But we'll see. Like, as the terrain starts to rise here, we might actually... Yeah, this is what's happening now. Terrain's coming up. Ceilings are coming up, too. So we might be okay. Turn the anti-ice off for now. We'll see if we can stay out of this crap. I can't go any lower because, like, basically the terrain's going to prevent us from being able to go any lower. There's an airway ahead of us that has a 11,000 foot altitude. That basically tells me that we're not going below that. So we cool. It's good. Cannot wait for a halfway decent weather engine X-Plane 11. Purchased 2 so far, better disappointment. I'm pretty happy with FS Global. But a lot of the problems with FS Global even come from the inherent issues with X-Plane's weather engine and how it functions. Like, oh man.
Going on 7,500.
X-Enviro did a pretty good job of mitigating some of those issues with X-Plane, but it still wasn't perfect.
Center, November 454 Alpha Hotel at 11,000.
RC Flyer, good to see you, buddy. It's me. And it's you. F-14 Cole, good to see you. We could ask for lower, but I don't think we're going to get lower. I could ask him what his MVA is, and we could go down to that, but as long as we're below this deck, I'm pretty happy with it. Because at least now we can see something, even if it's not much. Is there any hope Access Sky is going to be able to fix that? It depends on how they do the weather injection. And if they do something more like what X-Enviro 1.07 was doing, which was a fantastic weather simulation, there's hope. But if they, my fear with Active Sky is that they're going to be doing the same thing that FS Global is doing, where they're essentially writing out a custom METAR file that they're using then to inject weather into the sim. And if that's the case, then it's going to be the exact same problem. So a lot of it comes down to how how their plugin is going to be generating and drawing weather. We'll have to wait and see. I don't have super high expectations for them, but I also don't, I don't know. Did you get a beer advent calendar this year? I should have. I did not, though. Maybe next year we'll do something like that. Excuse me. Do a beer advent calendar, then talk about the best one every week on the stream. Am I going to buy it? I probably will. I'm going to probably wait and see what some of the videos show of it. Because, I mean, everybody and their mother's going to be doing videos on Active Sky. So I'll wait and see what they, what they show, what they offer. And if I think it looks like it's better than FS Global, then I'll pick it up. Otherwise, like, I'm pretty happy with FS Global, to be honest. Like, I think it's a pretty solid engine. You do have the issue with the full weather with the full weather pops that are happening on X-Plane, but I mean that those don't bother me that much. Like, I never really cared about that.
Southwest 794, contact Burbank Tower 118.7.
Interesting. How long is he going to keep us? One second here, guys. Sorry. My buddy who's flying along is like, I gotta pee. I said, well, just ask to step away. People do it all the time. I need 5 minutes off the flight deck. Autopilot's got the plane. We're cool. I just drank cucumber and lemon infused beer and it was good? Question mark? Was it good? I'm not sure what I would think about a cucumber and lemon infused beer. So what does a guy do when a wife goes away to Milwaukee for the weekend with the kid, sipping wine with you on a Friday night? I mean, this is a pretty good solution, Ryan. Are you into video games? Because Smash Brothers Ultimate just came out, and that might be something that you could do on the Switch if you have a Switch. I mean, there's tons of video games you could be playing. Just throwing that out there. That's what I would be doing. Not just flight sims. All right, 74 miles to go, 24 minutes left. And we're on our way. Not incredible. I'm all about the flight sim. Well, do you have a PilotEdge subscription? If you have a PilotEdge subscription, come out and do some pattern work at Page while we're starting to come in here. So we got a few airplanes that are going to be flying into the Page airport, and you can always give us some traffic. I think the question mark was him indicating the surprise of it being good. Yeah, I figured as much. It was good, he says. Yeah, interesting. Cucumber and lemon infused beer. I'd give it a shot. Whatever. No pun intended. I would certainly try it. One of the beers that so Zerka brought me. Oh boy. LA Center Diamond 717 Tango Sierra. Do you have another frequency for us? You're coming in pretty broken at this point. COM 2 is turned off. Yeah, I'm on 22 or 2485 on COM 1. I don't think it should make any difference on COM 2, right?
You said your call sign was Cessna 1506.
Oh.
You omitted the mic. You need to make sure that you don't do that.
COM 1 was on 2485.
Roger.
Oh, that's weird. That's twice now that's happened where I've somehow gotten on the wrong frequency.
Our flight plan just basically disappeared out of the FMC.
But I was on the right frequency. Like it was actually showing me on 2485. Oh, it's 25.7. No kidding.
Southwest 26.
All right, we're good now.
Under standby.
$25.7. So, but I was definitely COM 1 Mike 1. Like you guys saw that, right?
Southwest 2609. I'm just going to re-clear you here. Clear to the Burbank Airport.
Put guard down here.
The present position. Direct to Koppel.
All right. Well, hey, thanks for your help, guys.
Kilo, Oscar, Papa.
Thanks, my strong one. How you doing, Brandon?
Echo, and then the Janny 5 arrival.
It's my strong arm as our wonderful controller this evening, who somehow always gets stuck with us, even no matter if we're in SoCal or Western U.S. Okay. I bet we get more ice here in a second. Let's just turn preemptively turning anti-ice on. Yeah, the comms were set up correctly. The buttons were set correctly, but that's twice now that the radio's been tuned to the wrong frequency. Whatever, it's fine now. Yeah, it just got real dark here. What is fake time? Fake time's 5. I guess 5:15. It's about to get dark out. Yeah.
Descend at pilot's discretion. Maintain flight level 240.
Descend at pilot's discretion. Maintain 240. Southwest 2609.
Whatever. We'll leave it on fake time for now. See what it does. If it's too dark, I'll just switch over to real time or switch over to even faker time. You always get service on 21.5.
Quebec, contact Denver Center 118.57.
1857, 1 Quebec. Good night.
Sure.
All right, so 19 minutes. We got about 60 miles to go. See what kind of a breakout we get here. It's like something's about to happen. It's super gloomy, though. Sky X-Plane don't have cloud textures till next year, so it's just a cloud injector, or just an injector for now. Yeah. So the understanding that I have coming out of what they've said is that it's just going to be a weather injector, similar to FS Global Real Weather. So what it comes down to is how it's actually doing that weather injection. If it's using the X-Plane, if it's using like the stock X-Plane API, it's not going to be any better than what we have now. If they're doing their own thing, similar to how X-Enviro worked, or how like CloudMax or SkyMax or whatever works, then it could be better. So it's kind of a wait and see at this point. And I don't know what APIs. I'm assuming Laminar has opened up APIs for them to allow this all to be done, because the timing of them doing their stuff along with 11:30 coming out is pretty coincidental. But we'll see. I'm going to approach it with skepticism like I do everything else. Because remember when PMDG released their DC-6, they were supposed to be the herald of X-Plane, coming in and making things so much better and blah, blah, blah. And all they did was they raised the price for everything else. Everybody saw what PMDG charged, what they could get away with, and everybody else started charging more money for their stuff. And PMDG left us with a half-finished subpar product. What beer is that? It's called Hoosac Tunnel Amber Ale by Berkshire Brewing Company.
Roger.
Hoosac Tunnel. It's all right. Hoosac Tunnel beer. There you go. 3.65 on Beer Advocate. It's all right. Like I would say it's a solid. It's a solid B. It's not going to blow you away by any means, but it's good, drinkable. Never had an amber ale. Ooh man, ambers can be pretty good. One of my first non Bud Light beers was Amberbach. way back in the day. I drank a lot of Amberbach in college, and that sort of got me into the amber ales. And I've always been a fan. I actually brewed an amber ale last year that turned out pretty well. The Hoosac Tunnel was an engineering masterpiece. Never even heard of it. Dr. Trenchcoat, good to see you, though. Welcome aboard. Happy Friday. Keith's Red or Richard's Red? Haven't heard of either of those. Can I link Wikipedia chat? You can. Rendazzle's still floating around in his yacht from the 7478 money. Yeah. They're making a killing off those planes. And his wife does pretty well, too. He's a nice, I've met him in person. He's a nice enough dude. He comes off as a bit of an asshole on the internet, but sometimes that's how people are.
Contact SoCal 110.6.
Have additional pictures of his airplane.
717 Tango Sierra, contact Denver Center 118.57. Have a good night.
1857 7 Tango Sierra. Good night, man. All right, up here, 1857. Denver Center, good evening. Diamond 717 Tango Sierra, 111000.
Diamond 717 Tango Sierra, good evening. Salt Lake Center, good evening. The page altimeter 3024 now. Say departure close.
Okay, 24, give me just a moment, 7 Tango Sierra. All right, let's figure some approach stuff out here. So it's VFR conditions right now. Question is, can he get us down to 9,000 feet? Sure he can. Center, Diamond 717 Tango Sierra. Are you able to vector us down below 9,000 feet for a visual into page?
Diamond 7 Tango Sierra, I can get you as low as 10, but that's my MBA out there.
Okay, stand by then, 7 Tango Sierra. So he cannot get us low enough for a visual approach. So right now, conditions are currently reporting broken
and if
5.
you don't have the weather page, I've got it for you. Winds, calm, visibility 10, sky conditions, ceiling 5,000, broken, temperatures 5, dew point -1, altimeter 3024.
Thank you for that. Yeah, so the ceilings are 5,000 broken, which means that 5,000 plus 4,300, so the ceilings are right around 9,300 feet. He can only get me down to 10,000 feet, so it means he can't get me below the center. He cannot get me below the ceiling, so we're going to have to get vectored out there for an approach. That's what it comes down to, so.
3024, and we'll get that one.
Winds are calm. So we'll probably just do the GPS 15 page.
Air 1 Tango Sierra, climb and maintain 12,000.
I'm maintain 12,000 on Sierra.
So we could just fly the VOR approach in there. VOR gets us down to 5,200 feet. Approach, Diamond 7 Tango Sierra. We'll just take the VOR Bravo approach from page.
Air 7 Tango Sierra, proceed direct page, cross page at or above 10,000, cleared VOR Bravo and a pitch.
Direct page, page at or above 10,000, cleared VOR Bravo into page 7 Tango Sierra. All right, so what we'll do is we'll plan on flying this approach, and then we'll cancel
and center number
IFR once we're cranked around and have visual in the airport.
All
right, so let's talk about the VOR Bravo approach into page. So it's going to be the VOR DME at 117.6. Outbound course is going to be, the inbound course is going to be 147. Outbound will be 327.
Hold south of page on the 162 radial. 5 mile legs, right turns.
Circle not authorized to runway 725. That's fine because we're not going to do that. We're going to plan to land south.
Right at page, hold south, 162 radial, 5 mile legs.
Okay, so page outbound is going to be above 6,700 feet. Then we have the procedure turn 282 to 102, fine, bringing us back in. And that brings us all the way down to minimums of 5,200 feet for the circling minimums. And we'll probably get the field long before that ever happens. We should get the field pretty quick. Missed approach. We're gonna fly the 162 radial up to 6,000 feet, and then a right turn 7,000 feet to the Page VOR, and then we'll hold there. So let's tune in Page. Page is gonna be 117.6.
One Tango Sierra, so you're climbing through 12.7. Altitude was 12. Climb and maintain 13,000. Expect that as your final.
17.6. Page identified.
We can descend to 12,000 eventually.
Let's go sync up the heading bug. Let's go heading mode.
You can stay there at 13 if you want. You can go back down to your choice.
Heading mode active. Go CDI to VOR. And we'll sync the VOR up.
Tango Sierra, maintain 12,000.
With
12,000,
that.
We got
No.
the airport code cancel advisory.
There we go. Go back to nav mode. 33 miles from Page. All right. So we're set up now for this approach.
7 Tango Sierra, Baron 19 miles in front of you. Reported field in sight at 15 mile final.
7 Tango Sierra, thank you. Yeah, if I get it, so I'll descend down to 10,000 feet here in a second. If I get the field when we're at 10, I'll just call it. We'll cancel IFR and off we go. But I can't even see the ground right now. I'm gonna make it daytime again. Yeah, there we go.
Charlie cross, runway 11 left at Alpha 8 and join Alpha to the ramp.
All right, sorry. Have I flown the B200? I have not flown the B200 in X-Plane 11. I did fly an X-Plane 10. It was fine. Beer much higher than my friends. Are you still brewing? I know you're still making wine. Talk about that, but not so much about the beer. I am still brewing here and there. We brewed a beer back in April that's still aging. And it's only aging because I kind of forgot about it. But I am probably going to do another brew here in January or February once I have some time. But I haven't brewed for a while.
But I idea that Baron in front of you. Go ahead and release you now. Report cancellation of IFR on this frequency, either in the air or on the ground within 5 minutes of landing. Change to advisory frequency is approved.
Okay, negative on the traffic, but change to advisory frequency. We'll advise as soon as we have the field. 7 Tango Sierra.
1 Tango Sierra. Expect further clearance at 0400. Time now 0343 and 1/2.
So Page, Unicom's 22.8. So we'll go down here. 22.8. Cycle that over, Com2. Page traffic, Diamond 26 miles to the west, planning a VOR Bravo approach, Page. We'll monitor Com1. So yeah. VOR approach. I don't get these very often. As soon as I have the field, though, I'm going to call it. Because we got that other guy who's going to have to hold and wait for us. Hopefully he knows how to hold. Don't make me hold. Please don't make me hold. Try not to, man.
Page traffic at a flight of 2. We're approximately 8 miles to the west inbound for a left base for runway 33. Page, any traffic in the area, please advise.
Page traffic. Any idea what the ceilings were at when you came in there?
At like 20,000.
I got nothing. He must send him to Kavik. There's no way. We'll see what happens. We might blow through this stuff here in a second. All right, I'm gonna drop down to 10,000.
Like 9,000.
Yeah, that's what I expected. Thanks.
Yeah, anytime, bud.
All right, so we'll drop ourselves down to 10,000 feet. We'll see if we can punch through this layer. If we can punch through this layer and get visual on the field, we'll call up center and we'll cancel our IFR. Otherwise, we're going to plan on flying this approach. Or at least flying a part of this approach. I'm not confident, though, that this is going to do us any good. Any traffic in the area. Dude, Max loves that one. So here's the soup, 500 to go.
Hey, Trav, you got a flight of 2. We're now 4 miles left base for runway 33, Page.
Page traffic, Diamond 18 miles west, planning VOR Bravo, Page.
Retard, retard,
Seattle
retard.
5.6.
King of the North, thank you very much for 8 months of support. I do appreciate it. I just want to wish you all good luck. We're all counting on you. Cheers, buddy.
424.
I'm not sure if the monitoring is working properly. Something seems buggered up with how they're doing comms in this thing.
Sky 424, Seattle approach to Seattle, altimeter 3016. Good evening.
My attempts at using 2 comm readers are failing hard. Let's just switch back to comm 1. Call it a day there.
Page 2 here. Appears to be a cat on the runway. We're going to do a right 360. Hopefully it runs away, Page.
Terrifying. All right, 12.5 miles out. Still nothing in sight. Still clouds. Can't even see. Can't even punch down to a contact approach if we wanted to. Is Amalia old enough to judge landings at? We're getting there. Give me another week or 2. Are they going to land a formation? They might. They're going to probably sit down and do pattern work till we come in. It's bonkers, man. 10,000 is as low as we can go. We have 10 miles to go till we get to the Page VOR. At that point, we can then go down to 6,700 feet. Down we go. Or off we continue, I should say. So 6,700.
Page traffic, got a flight of 2. We're just turning final 33 Page. Appears the cat's disappeared.
Somebody let him out of the bag?
I think so.
I hate when that happens.
Damn it.
Auto mod, yeah, we can keep that. I ain't superstitious, but a black cloud just crossed my tail. Or trail,
Page
yeah.
traffic, got a flight of 2, short final 33 Page.
The phrase "but a black" triggered the auto mod in Twitch. Like, seriously? All right, 6.5 miles to go. Schrodinger's cat. Schrodinger's runway. This whole flight has been ridiculous. Like, it's been nothing but IMC, with the exception of like 2 minutes there in the middle,
Page traffic,
and like
got a
5
flight
minutes
of
at
2,
the
we're
beginning.
going around 33, page.
It's been all IMC. Okay, there's a break. You can kind of see through the... You can see the ground there a little bit. But we shouldn't dip down. Like, it's supposed to be a broken layer, but this is...
Just go right through the cloud.
That would be illegal. Technically, the minimum safe altitude is 8,600 feet. We're gonna do what we've been cleared to do. Make our friend fly a lap in the hold out there. I'll be at Expo, yeah.
Traffic got a VFR or Flight 2 left base 33 page.
I will be at Expo. Life's been pretty good, dude. My wife and I had a baby a couple 3 weeks ago, and yeah, just kind of cruising along here. 140. No, 327 is what I want. Okay, let's start making the turn here. 327.
Page, you got a Flight 2 Baron come in 33
Now we
page.
can start VS down. As soon as I have the ground, I will go ahead and cancel. Okay, we flew through. That's fine. Bring the speed back, get that altitude down. Still not broken out. There we go. Got it. Center Diamond 717 Tango Sierra, cancel IFR.
Diamond 7 Tango Sierra, IFR cancellation received. Change of advisory frequencies approved. Good night.
Change of advisory 7 Tango Sierra, good night.
TBM 1 Tango Sierra, cross.
Actually, we'll circle here. We'll go left. Left traffic will make 33. So we'll come in. Actually, we'll come in from. Which way do I want to go? Oh, I do want to go this way. All right. Turn the flight director off.
Runway use is 33 page.
Thank you. Okay. VFR sectional here. 4,300 feet. So we got 5,800 feet is going to be our pattern altitude.
Page, you got a
There's
Flight
Page.
2's left downwind 33 page.
Got the Flight of 2 in sight. Page traffic, Diamond, 4 miles northwest of the field, planning left 45, left downwind, runway 33 Page. And let me set my altitude for 5,800 feet. Should get the field here momentarily. There's the field. I briefly, there I got the traffic on.
Aircraft come in, there was a 3-knot crosswind, just as a heads up for you. I don't know if that's past your personal limits.
That's close.
Okay, just want to give you a heads up, sir.
Somebody's a smartass. Do I have Instagram? I don't have Instagram now. I use Twitter. I have Instagram. I never use it. Page traffic, Diamond, left downwind, runway 33 Page.
Page, you got a Flight of 2's on the left downwind 33 Page.
How slow are you guys going?
110 knots.
Oh, you're killing me, Smalls.
Hey man, we're not in a cool airplane like you do. We're in an old school real man's airplane.
I'm not even gonna
Page,
go
you
there.
got a Flight 2, turn left base 33 Page.
Got those two idiots in sight. Hope you left.
Flight of 2's turning final 33 page.
Hope you left enough room on that final.
I think it's going to be tight. I think we're just able to make it.
Page 160 on your Bravo approach. 160.
Welcome aboard.
Yeah, I still can't see.
The bases were about 9,000 feet.
Okay, thank you.
Page, you got a flight of 2's short final 33 page.
Page traffic, Diamond left base from a 3-3 page. Alright, so we got those two idiots on final. Right there. Let's go full flaps. They're gonna make me work for this.
Ah, there we go.
About to make this a flight of 3. You can't see them. There they are. I'll turn the taxi lights on. I always leave the landing lights on GA. Page traffic, Diamond, final 3-3 page. Okay, gear down 3 green, flaps down indicated. Runway is in sight. There are 2 planes on the runway. Give them some time. They're just gonna wait. But I know I can get down and get stopped before them, so I can land. We can share this runway. That's cool. Ah, they're vacating anyway. Or one of them is.
Page, you got a flight of 2. We're clear of 3-3 taxiing to the Lake Pilot Jet Center for a cookie. Page. Ouch.
He said, ouch? No way, man. That was butter. Pretty sure that was butter. That's your Testarossa. Good to see you, man.
Page 1 tickets here on a 6-mile final for 15. Page.
Page traffic, Diamonds, clear runway 3-3 page. Save me a cookie. Somebody doing donuts up there. All right, that was fun. Actually, it was kind of cool. We don't get to do like untowered GA ops very often on the network here, so that was neat. It's good practice. Damn straight, it looked good.
Retard, retard, retard.
Aussie Benny H, how you doing, man? Thank you very much for 23 months, sir. Happy 23 months in the Borat voice. What is this? That's butter. And what is this? I don't have a good Borat's voice, so. But thank you very much, man. I do appreciate your 23 months support. Cheers. Aussie Benny H is known for having the best accent on the PilotEdge network. break set. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Page. Why you want to go to Page? I don't know, but we're here. I should watch his landing, but he's way out there. All right, we'll stick around. We'll wait for it. Deserves at least that for having to put up with holding. Although, to be fair, on PilotEdge, if you guys go into an untowered field and you need to do an instrument approach, get ready to hold. Same thing can happen to you in the real world, too. You either get delay vectors or holds. Doing my Sky High Scenario 3. Nice. Uh-oh. Here we go. Flare! Ouch. I wait for your landings, man. XTO, it's good to see you, buddy. Last flight of the night, dude. We just landed in Page. All right. We'll disconnect. Check out the replay. Sorry, Max. I wait for him occasionally. Depends how far out you are. Yeah, untowered field, though. We don't do them very often. And when you do them, you usually don't have a lot of traffic. So that was pretty cool. I'm glad we chose to go here. Maybe a bit of a thumper. Oh, it was fine. I'll take it. Last one. Yeah, pretty smooth. I'll take it. All right. Oh, you're talking about yours in Interial. One Tango Sierra coming in behind us. Yeah. Yeah, it looks fine. Came down a little early there. It's all right. Well, ladies and gentlemen, that was fun. Let's go find somebody to watch. Who can we go say hi to next? Who can we go to? Let's see here. Torb streaming. Captain K-Man streaming. Bill streaming. Chili streaming. Bunch of people. Ground Point Niner streaming. Whole bunch of guys streaming. Go say hi to somebody. Thank you all very much for coming out tonight. It was a blast, as always. Probably won't be a weekday stream. Probably not for a couple weeks on that at least. At least till after the holidays. But we'll see you guys for sure next Friday. And I look forward to having you all here. Have a great night. And thank you once again. Thanks everybody for the subs, the bits. Just stopping in, saying hello. Stopping in, lurking, whatever. And toodles.